sold my soul to the bottle. Still none of my friends have left me yet. I'm the same man I was since the age of 13, and I've lived my life with no regrets. If you're looking for some freedom, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum. If you're looking for rhyme or reason, all it takes is 10 drinks minimum.
Oh, wow. It is. My name is Chris Burnett, and this is the first party of the year.
That's right.
Isn't it, Smiley?
It is.
There he is.
Our first time back.
Your first time back, right? It's not only the first party of the year, Smiley.
What is it?
It is the first party of our 20th year.
This is
20 seasons of 10 drink minimum.
no way. I didn't know that one.
Yes, you did.
No. I think maybe I did, but okay. I'm still. It was a little unexpected to me just now.
All right. Well, happy 20th year.
Happy 20th year.
I want to know how many years this for you. This is like probably like 12, maybe.
This if this is the 20th, that means this would be my 12th. This will be my 12th year on the show.
And this year it's sponsored by Topo Chico Hard Seltzer. Woo-woo. Man, I drink a lot of these, man.
I mean, that's why they give them to us.
Yeah, I like them. I still like them. You know, it's weird. Like you get oversaturated with something. You're like, I still like them.
Well, they switch up flavors. They literally will do anything for us. So I mean,
they killed a guy for us, right?
just because we made a joke.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding. They didn't kill anybody, of course, but they might. I don't know.
No,
I don't know if I'd asked them though.
They're literally like, do you have an event? We can just deliver some there, and you're like,
Oh, they say you have an event. We can
what?
kill a guy in front of people and be like, oh.
I mean, it's a lot.
I don't know if I want that, but you know, can we sell tickets? And then they're like, yeah. I'm just kidding. That's terrible.
Yeah,
That's terrible, Smiley.
This is how we lose sponsors.
Yeah.
Stop talking about the sponsors. They're all good with us. We're all good with them.
No, they're great. I love these guys. Are amazing. These guys, both of our sponsors are amazing. By the way, we do have a special guest returning for the third time on 10 Drink Minimum from the band Shoulder Voices. We have Little Bobby Tucker.
Yeah.
Three-peat.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
And then it all zoomed it.
Woohoo.
Yeah. Oh, you've upset the dog now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Hey.
Doesn't like patriotism or what, your dog?
She does not like it.
Oh, come on.
She's anti-patriot.
All right.
I think you guys might be reminding her of squirrels or something. She's also a murderer.
She's a murderer. She's a killer. Like, if there's a squirrel to be killed, she'll kill it. She's about that. You have dogs, right?
I do have one about that same size, quite an older dog that lives with my in-laws.
That's
the only dog we have. So he's like part-time dog.
What do you mean?
Part-time dog.
What do you mean?
He lives like a mile down the street with my in-laws.
Oh.
They were kind enough to let him live there all the time. My father-in-law loves little dogs.
Really?
And we have 2 little kids.
Wait, is
so
it one of those?
works
Is
out.
it one of those situations where he's like, I don't want a dog, and then he loves the dog?
Oh
like,
no, he really loves. He's got a little dog that's really barky.
So he was all perfect.
Yeah.
She's really barky.
I used to have 4, now we're down to 1. Like kind of a half dog that lives down the street.
So just cats now, or just children?
Just kids.
Just kids.
But
just,
the plan is
just the kiddos
to get a dog later this year for this coming Christmas.
Oh,
That's my mental plan.
For the next one.
12 months from now, because my kids will be a good age. They can pick out a dog. It can be their childhood dog. Name it.
So they're going to get to pick the dog.
Right.
Yeah. What is an ideal breed? I've got to wonder.
You're asking the wrong person over here.
Smiley's, he's not a dog person.
Cats.
And Brody loves Smiley.
Most dogs do love me.
She loves him.
Aww.
She's a softie for like. She was over here on my lap, and he came in, and she was like, "Oh, he's here!" Like she got super excited, like totally. But yeah, I don't know what like 10 Drink Nation. What is a good breed of dog? What do you think? What dogs do you like?
Mutts.
Mutts? See,
mix.
I keep
Mixed
telling
breed,
myself. I keep telling myself the next one will be a mutt.
You get a lot of good qualities crossed.
My family dog, my grow-up dog, was his name was Mr. Finnegan, and he was a terrier mutt.
Yeah.
He was a terrier mix.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Couldn't tell you what it was. It was like it's probably like 3 different kinds of terrier in there, and maybe like a schnoodle or something. Like he's, but yeah, lasted for almost 20 years.
Yeah, they live longer too, right? Mutts. Why is that?
I would
That's
think
so
so.
weird. It's like,
Less genetic issues that have been inbred.
Zachary Taylor Luton says, "What up, Tendrick? What up, Zach? I got your shirt on. If you didn't notice, I got your your Sinister Surfer shirt on."
Wow, Zachary Taylor.
He says a schnauzer.
That's quite a first
Schnauzer.
and middle name. I've been getting really into presidential history lately, and there's a
Really?
presidential Zachary Taylor. That name jumps out at me.
I watched. I've been off work. I have to go back to work tomorrow. I'm like very, very like bummed about it. Not that I don't. I love my job, by the way, but I also like doing nothing. Doing nothing is way underrated.
Not having to go to work.
Way underrated, right? Not having to get up and be anywhere. Way underrated.
See, this is funny because this is the opposite thing. You're going back to work, and I just had the worst work week like you could have.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you work in a liquor store.
I work in a liquor store, so like,
and
So, like-
New Year's Eve happened.
and New Year's Eve, yeah. So exactly, I'm like, oh, so next week it's gonna go back to normal.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so non-stressful at all.
So, what was New Year's Eve like at the liquor store?
What would you expect it to be like?
A fucking hell on earth.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we had like all hands.
Where's
on,
the chopo? Where's the La Capita wine?
all hands on deck. You got to
Yeah.
know like 3 languages to run the floor effectively.
Wow.
You gotta know where everything's at. I was actually just running boxes of liquor from the back up to the front because that's how fast.
What do you think the most sold alcohol was in your store on New Year's Eve?
Oh, importer's vodka.
Really? I would have not went that way. I would have thought beer. I would have went with beer. What would you have thought?
I would just think by volume probably beer. I would think even with champagne and stuff like that, I would still think most people just buy beer.
Yeah, like
But-
Bud Light.
But that's just me.
Bud Light or like Coors Light or Miller Light.
I almost rarely
Oh,
buy
if you want me to
hard
quantify
liquor.
quantify it that way, everyone bought more Corona than anything else.
Dude, what in the fuck is that about? Like, I think I think that like that is like I hate like
We chiseled down a display. It was
Yeah.
like must have been like a 6-crate display, and like all
like,
gone.
Like, talk about burning a sponsor. I never want to be sponsored by Corona beer.
Well, that's
Never,
okay. I think we're good. We have
ever.
enough sponsors. We
Yeah,
already
we
have.
do.
We already have 2 sponsors. I think it's like our.
I cannot like
We have to get sponsored by like a microphone company now.
right there you go. Sydney says howdy boys, howdy Sydney.
Miss Sydney.
Sydney, when are you coming on to promote your Sadness, Madness, and Mayhem? When are you guys coming on, or who's coming on for that? Let me know. But like Corona beer, like I love, like that's the thing. Like my go-to beer is a Mexican lager, and I feel like the worst Mexican lager on the planet is Corona. There's so many better ones.
I
Yeah.
thought you said that was your go-to beer.
Mexican
Corona-
lagers are not
But
Corona.
Which Mexican lager is your go-to?
I mean, like that's the thing. Like Corona it's literally everything but Corona. I've never had a Mexican lager, especially like a national brand, that I dislike except for that one. Like I like Pacifico, I like Modelo, I like Tecate, I like Carta Blanca, I like
Dos Equis?
Dos Equis.
Mm-hmm.
I drink Dos Equis all day. What's the other one? There's one that's
Dos
like
Equis does the
The star,
Devon
there's
Amber
like a
and
star. There's like a star, Estrelita. Or like
Estrella. Estrella
Yeah,
is
Estrella,
probably
yeah.
Estrella is probably my favorite.
that one's
right?
really good actually.
That one's really good. So if you're gonna buy,
That's the cream of the crop right
if
there.
if you think Corona is a great beer, first of all, you have terrible taste. I hope I offended a lot of people with that. And,
I don't. You know what? I don't think they speak English, so they won't care.
And that's weird to me because like you would think like somebody that like is from like Mexico would Pacifico is way better. I don't know.
It's Corona. We had to expand our Corona section.
Yeah, it's
It
weird.
sells more than anything. It sells. I mean,
I think
okay. There was at one point last year when Budweiser did like some campaign that ruined them, and everyone switched to Corona.
Oh yeah, no, it was well. Corona was fucked over by the coronavirus because people literally are idiots, and they're like, I don't drink that beer. Let's see. I think Modelo is the most sold beer in the United States right now. I may be
Really?
wrong. Let's see. Most sold beer in America is Modelo Especial by
Really?
volume. Yeah, 2025 Modelo. And
I believe it.
it held. Let's see. Well, Modelo.
Corona's got to be second.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I mean, it was, and then it got unseated by the worst possible choice of all time.
Was it Corona?
No, it's worse than Corona.
Is it COVID?
No,
Is it a COVID drink?
it's the COVID of beers. Yeah, if you think about it, what's the beer you see like advertised fucking everywhere? You ought to know this, Smiley. I cannot believe you haven't said it.
I don't know. Is White Claw,
Advertised?
was White Claw a beer?
It's the White Claw. It's the White Claw. It's the White Claw of beers.
It's not still a Trois.
Nope. Think more like
Michelob Ultra?
Boom, got it. Whoa. Michelob Ultra is like the most selling beer in the United States now.
Wow.
But they advertise the ever living hell out of it everywhere.
Because people are watching their weight.
Yeah. That's it, right?
Oh no, you have it. You've got it. That's what it is.
That is 100%.
That's the one that's like advertised as being like 60 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
I remember that from 20 years ago. I would see that beer in the running magazine I would read at my job when I was running.
It's your running beer.
Yeah.
And then like go through it and I'm like, what?
They were, I don't know if they still are, but they were like the sponsor for the United. You know, Michelob Ultra.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not
come to our game. Don't get drunk.
Yeah.
The one thing I always remembered about Michelob Ultra was that it didn't come in a keg because it didn't have alcohol in it. It would just freeze solid.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
You can't pressurize it because it freezes because there's not enough alcohol in it.
In Michelob Ultra.
Yeah.
So what is that, like 3 or 3.5 or
It's
lower
got to be
or
like
something?
3.5, right? I don't know. I
don't know if it's
can't
even
get
up to
it.
3. I think it's like 2.9.
It's weird. We were in Chicago a couple years ago, and we went to this blues, like jazzy blues club. I don't know, very very swanky, and it was like they were like, we make craft cocktails, and like they were, you know, because that's all the rage now. And I was like, do you have any beer? And the only beer they had was Michelob Ultra. That was it. That was the only beer they had. And so I think Michelob Ultra, like people don't. I think people really believe, like, oh well, then it's people like it, and I'm like, no, they advertise the ever living shit out of it, and they sponsor, they throw it at everything.
They sponsor everything.
They sponsor,
and
everything.
they give you a deal to put it up in your business. Mm-hmm. Like, why wouldn't you want a big Michelob Ultra display itself?
Right. Everybody buys it.
Yeah, I'm like, it's true.
It's a loss leader.
Throw it on over there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So if you saturate like all over, after a while, and like the way that like distributorship works, they can literally, like, if they want to push something and limit something, they can. Like, they literally, it's like legalized organized crime.
Well, the liquor laws in this state are that way,
Not
not
of them.
everywhere. We have some weird laws here, but
Yeah.
you have to go through distributors. So because of that,
Right.
I mean, if you
They can literally say, this other beer is outperforming our bigger beer. Let's sit it on the shelf and then tell the company that it's not selling.
I was the beer and wine buyer for Wild Oats and Whole Foods for several years, and that was an eye-opening experience. They would straight up bribe me, the distributors. And it was
exactly.
It was kind of lucrative for a while. They were getting me keyboards.
Yeah.
Like, they'd go to Music Around and get like an $80 keyboard for me to smash at a show. Do you ever see me smashing those keyboards?
Really?
I do.
That's how I had so many.
Wow.
I always wondered. I'm like,
I very rarely bought. I was like, oh, here's one for $40. I would buy, but
it was like one thing seeing someone smash a guitar, but
One
when
of
you
the-
were smashing the keyboards, I was like,
I remember the distributor going, "Hey man, what could I get for you? What do you like need?" And I'm like,
What do
band
you
has a
need?
show."
Like I'm saying, it's almost like
He's
organized.
like, "Oh,
crime.
where do I get those?" And I was like, "Music Around." He's like, "All right."
Yeah. Well, that's also like the other part of like flip of that is like pharmaceutical salesmen. They'll go and give all these gifts to like doctors, like golf clubs and trips and all this to doctors,
believe it.
just so they'll peddle like their that drug, you know.
yeah, but at least we know we're selling drugs. We're at
alcohol,
a liquor
right.
store.
At least alcohol, we're like, oh,
Yeah, like, would you like your mild poison that makes you happy?
yeah,
And then sad.
yes, and
Yes, I love that.
I would. Fun.
And so they're like, what do you like? Do you like easy chairs? Do you like jackets? Do you like...
Yeah.
we just have an entire inventory at the warehouse of random gifts
A PlayStation
to give away to people.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I've been in like the periphery, and where like people are just getting so much shit. They're just like, you want this Foster's cooler? And I'm like, yeah, that thing's like a $200 Foster's cooler. And they're like, yeah, just pull it up. We'll throw it in the back of your car. I'm like, like, okay, alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts like that. Like, they'll just do stuff like
It was
that.
so great. And
That
the same
cooler
guy
right
was
there?
getting me running shoes. Did you ever see me running? They were getting me running shoes
Wow.
for like years.
No.
One guy was like, "What kind do you like?" And I told him exactly, and he got me like 3 pair, and it lasted me like
Size
2.5 years, like training for these like distance
Wow.
races. Like, man, I don't have to buy shoes for years.
Do you still,
That
do you
fridge
still
right
run?
behind you, dude.
Barely.
That fridge right behind you.
Yeah.
That was a free gift from a freaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
It's a beer vending machine.
Yeah, there's a kick pedal on the bottom, and it talks to
Yeah.
you.
It's like I don't have a mouth, but if I did, I would want a cool Coors Light, you know, or it says I don't have a mouth, but if I did, I'd want a wide mouth. That's what it says. Yeah.
Wow.
It would be a double vented wide mouth.
Yeah, because that was
Because that was their slogan.
But I should really like look into like reprogramming that and like making it say weird shit, you know.
It's already saying weird shit.
It's true.
I wanted to say comments about our show though, like you kick the pedal and it's all. Well, I like you.
I like your show. So, little Bobby, you're in the band Shoulder Voices,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's not why you're here today.
No, not especially
No.
specifically.
What's going on in little Bobby's world?
Well,
Which is also what you should
I
have a
am
show on Saturday mornings called Little Bobby's World.
There was already one called that.
I know, but Little Bobby's World, you know,
he had a funny looking head.
he did.
Wait, what was the question? Oh, yeah. Well, the band hasn't played as much in the last 6 months as we have in the
They
past.
haven't played as yet in 2026.
Correct. We do have a show in like 2.5 weeks for the Leonard Apodaca Memorial Show at Launchpad. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Leonard, but he ran
I am.
The Atomic, and he just ran a record label here in town, Sock Your Mom, for years, and pressed thousands and thousands of albums for all these bands. It was pretty incredible. But
I have many of them.
come out to the Launchpad. There's a memorial show on Friday the 23rd for that. Lots of bands, it sounds like, and
I didn't hear about that till just now. Like you're announcing that.
And I'm hopefully at that show, I'm going to premiere my own zine, which is like a local music review show zine, basically inspired by Wigwam Bam for anybody out there that is inspired, that remembers that. And it's going to be
Our good friend Brett.
correct. Brett Maverick, Captain America, did that for at least 13 or so years. I'm not exactly sure.
God, it was a long time.
Maybe
It was-
like 100 issues.
It's before I was.
Yeah,
I think like my first issue of like Wigwam Bam was like it was already like 30 something.
Yeah.
It's like issue number 30. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
I brought a few here just so anybody.
So
has,
for
hasn't
people
seen
who
them.
don't really understand zines, because like it's not a dying art, but it's definitely something that has
I don't think it was ever a huge art in the
But-
first place.
Yeah.
There was
But
always
there's-
something that was DIY about it.
It's very DIY.
Like this one, you open up, it has a CD inside of it,
Really
for like a little like skinny one. Yeah.
interesting. Yeah, and so like for people who don't know, a zine, and it doesn't have to be music. There was all different kind. I know people who did like reviews of like candy bars. They're like self-published, like little like newspapers, like little magazines, little zines. Like zine is short for magazine, and they were very DIY. This is a lot of them, like especially the ones Bobby was just holding up. Those were not made probably not on a computer. He probably, typed it up, maybe on a word processor.
Maybe a word processor, and then maybe a computer in the later years.
Yeah,
But
later years. But then literally
print them out himself.
like copying, pasting photos on there, and like
do one staple in the very middle.
yeah.
Fold it all up.
This is the print shop special.
Yeah.
There was a place like right down the street where I live, Lobo Copies, and you could there was always someone in there doing zines.
So if anybody knows where to make copies cheaply, let me know, because it's one
I'm
of the,
sure
one of the
Tammy
steps.
Apps could probably
Oh,
help you with a
yeah.
good sign.
I was
She has lots of printers.
Okay, I know. I forgot. I thought more sign focused there. I forgot just straight up copies and prints.
yeah, they
that's
Lots
where
of
they
copies.
started off.
Cool.
Prints.
So this past summer, my band was on a little bit of a break, and I was at a show, and I was like, man, somebody should do a zine like the kind Brett used to do. And then like months later, I was like, somebody should do one of those. And then I thought again, I was like, I think I have to do that because
I
I
feel
have
like-
a little bit of time and
Yeah.
nobody else is doing it. So
Here, I'm glad you brought that up. Like, they're also saying New Mexico Print now
nice.
as well, but they're not a sponsor of this show, so I have to say no. I'm just kidding.
We have a second opinion.
Because Good Sign has done all of our stickers, all of our signage,
Nice.
like the signs behind Little Bobby, the Tindring
Yeah.
one that's back there, all of that shit.
She's done bumper stickers for us over there.
Yeah, but like the thing is, Bobby, like you, me, Smiley, and our friends, all that era, we have that like artistic thing where we're like, oh, you know what? Somebody should do that. Well, no one's going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then whether you fail or not, you'll try it and try to do it. And I feel like something like this is very analog, which I feel like people are trying to. There's a little bit of a movement. I don't think there's been a huge groundswell of it yet, but there's a little bit of an analog movement happening.
It's all kind of lining up with that, and it felt like perfect
Yeah.
timing. And I'm getting more and more sick of social media and phones in general.
Yeah.
I'm just like, this would be a great way to like have something out of the bar that brings people together.
Are you still on like Spotify or any of that? Are you still no?
Never been on Spotify.
No?
We have a
Thank
band,
you.
Shoulder Voices Bandcamp, I believe is what.
I'm talking about
is.
listening to music.
I've never been on Spotify. I do all my music through YouTube. I pay like the $12 a month for no commercials.
But you're on a digital platform.
Correct.
There's a lot of people like I know at least 4 or 5 different people that
but I love CDs and vinyl.
Yes, that are disconnecting from all of that and going back to CDs, going back to vinyl. So I collect vinyl, and I have a pretty good collection of local bands. I would say at least 10 of my vinyl are like local, and because a lot of them, not everyone does vinyl because it's expensive.
Right.
But the fact that people are going back to CDs now, tapes are going a little crazy if you ask me, but.
But even that and VHS
I
and
still gotta take
DVDs,
that.
it's all the same.
Yeah.
It's all part of the same like thing. And I'm not probably ever going to get back into VHS tapes, but
DVDs. Well, but like the reasoning why, and like someone's like, why would you do that? Well, let me
so many reasons.
Well, let me tell you why. Because if they want to, and they have done this, and I say they, I mean corporate America, if they want to erase a media, they can. Especially if there's
They
no
own that product.
They own the product.
They can do that.
I'll lose
And-
access to all those Pink Floyd albums and all those Star Trek episodes, and I'll just be like, I have to pay how much per month to watch it? I'm like,
You'll have to like reenact them
or
yourself.
It doesn't exist.
or it doesn't exist. Yeah, exactly.
Because like there was whenever Warner Brothers, who's now being bought out by like Netflix,
Oh yeah.
when they on HBO, there was like a big purge when the new guy took over, and a bunch of the cartoons like that had come out, during streaming, so there's no hard copy. Like a lot of those got shelved. So and people are like, why would they shelf it? Like they already have it. And I'm like, because every time they show it, every time someone plays it, they've got to pay a royalty on it. Well, if it's not there to be clicked on, they don't have to go pay the people royalty. So they literally like wiped out people's art.
So any bands out there that aren't making physical media, like that's a little scary for me. You only have it on like what if you can't access that? But
This is how you make a bootleg market. I'm sorry.
Sure,
This
I mean,
is just exactly
And
how
at
you
one
make
time,
a bootleg
I
market.
kind of thought that about CDs. I was like,
Yeah.
well, my CD player could break, so it's very similar. I could lose access to my CD. Man, it's not really
it's
the
not
same. As long as people are still making some CD players, and they seem like they are.
I got a CD player in my car still, and it
I'm kind of
weirdly still
upset
works.
my new car doesn't have a CD player. I'm
Yeah.
kind of very upset about it, but
None of the speakers work in my car, but the CD player does.
You think? Maybe.
Oh no! I had to put in like the audio jack. I'm like,
Oh.
it's playing it, just not going to anything.
That's too funny. But yeah, like you're not wrong on that though. Like if you're making media and your hard drive dies, and say your hard drive dies that you have all your stuff on, and then which happens quite often, and then the site you have your music on gets bought out or collapses, and they don't want
well, the interface is just broken, and you can't get to it for whatever reason.
That's right. And so it's very interesting.
Which is also back to why live music is so important, because you can't effing top like that experience.
You know, like now, oh man, we're really gonna get into this, man. So like, you know what else? I haven't seen in a while. Tapers. We used to have a very, very vibrant tape scene. You know what I mean?
Like
Did we?
recording what, live shows?
Yeah.
Recording live shows?
Music
Yeah.
shows?
Yeah, you didn't know this? Like, what was the guy's name? New Mexico Taper on Facebook. I don't know if he's still around. He moved to Portland. But, like, the whole, like, maybe not a lot of shows to you guys, but, like, all of the bluegrass scene, they would show up and they would set up in the back, and they had those shotgun mics.
That on a stand.
Yeah.
And like 8 feet tall or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. And so there are so many live shows from Launchpad and all
That's
that
cool.
that are
Yeah.
online, and, like, there's record
I
of them.
have like 100 of my own band shows. I have like 10 Unit 7 Drain shows and like 90 Shoulder Voices shows. And any bands out there that are playing live right now, record yourself.
Yeah.
You can learn so much, and you can set up something very easy, super easy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and you grow from it.
If you are cool and friends with the venue, sometimes they'll let you record right off the fucking board, which
Or they record off the board just for you.
Yeah.
If they're that cool.
if they're that cool. Like the one thing that like I thought that was really cool, and I'm sure they still do this. Pearl Jam, like when they tour, they don't play the same set list every show.
Right.
They constantly are like flipping like some songs don't they you'll hear it one show and then the next day they won't even play it. And so the cool thing about that is they record every show and then they upload it. And I can't remember, there's a site, and this may or may not still be there, and you could go in there. Now it was like $20. You could download the concert you were at, and you would get literally the
Right.
show.
Nice.
And I was like, honestly, I get the capitalistic part of that, but that's kind of fucking dope.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, you don't have to.
No.
If somebody considers it capitalistic, just go to the show and don't
Mm-hmm.
download it. But if you want the extra,
Yeah.
I would love that.
Just
so many
like
times
Splash Mountain, right?
I would do that.
Yeah.
And then it would reduce. I saw The Cure 2.5 years ago here in town.
Yeah.
It was the best show I've ever seen in my life. And it was here in Albuquerque. It's
Yeah.
part of why it was so amazing. It was like not that expensive. It was just fucking incredible. When I was up close, every single person around me, not everybody, like 70%, 80% would have their phones out at some point. That's one more reason why you could just like, if the band was doing that, you could just
Yeah.
pay the extra $5 or $10.
I-
and a lot of people are like, oh, I'm gonna put my phone away, or I'll take a few.
Yeah.
I'll take a few shots. That's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
but
I'll take a photo
but
of
not
me and my
everybody.
friends.
Oh, I'm gonna have to capture this because I'm gonna lose it forever.
I'm going to
No,
record
you're
the
not.
whole song,
Yeah.
and then show it to people at work, and they're going to hate it.
You can be
They're
like,
going to hate the fact I'm like showing this to them,
Right.
because no one likes that. Nobody does. No one wants to see your fireworks.
Mm-mm.
Nobody wants to see the concert you went to, and it sounds awful.
that is lies, Chris. Secrets and lies.
The thing that was really awful.
Why
to
would
me-
you feed
Nobody
this
on
out
the internet
our
wants to see your
viewership?
feet.
Everyone wants to see the things that I arbitrarily do in my life.
Did you see? And I don't remember her. I don't know her name, but like there was a child. Like this is gonna be a weird statement. A child star from YouTube recently turned 18 and immediately started an OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah.
and
right.
then is already retiring. Retiring the
Right.
OnlyFans because she said day one she made more money than she could ever spend.
Exactly, which is why no parent should help their kids be only YouTube stars. I was about to say OnlyFans stars, but they should not let their kids be YouTube stars or encourage them. I mean, if it happens naturally and you're like 16 or 17 and it's organic, that's one thing. But if these people that are pushing their kids like 6 years old, 7 years old, what?
Yeah.
I don't even like a photo of my kid on Facebook. And my wife, she puts like one every once in a while, but I'm like, let's keep that to a minimum.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Like we'll take a lot of photos and we'll have them.
Other people are just like, here's a picture of my kid, and here's the first day of school, and here's the school they go to, and here's everything about them. And I'm
Right.
like, oh.
Do you have like speaking of like DIY? Do you have a lot of like actual photographs?
Mm-hmm.
That's another weird thing. It's like I have every once in a while I'll be like cleaning in the house and I'll come across my like photo album from like my late 20s, early 30s because like I broke up with my girlfriend and she took all the photos, so I didn't have any photos of me. And
Wait, photos of you? She took all the photos
well,
of you.
I mean, she took all the pictures, so they were like photos of all of us. But I have no photo. I had no photos of my like late 20s, like or early, any of my 20s really. And so I started my own photo album, and then like every once in a while I'll run across it. This is like all like social media really didn't hit until like my late 20s,
Right.
early 30s. And so I I'll go through it and like look through the photograph, and it's really interesting to actually like hold film, hold like a photograph.
After looking at so many phone images for her and computer images.
And there's just a lot more the warmth to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I realize the hypocrisy of us doing a live radio show from my casita behind my house kind of thing, but
No, I think that's on point because this is live.
And this is as DIY as it gets.
And the best thing about those photos was like there was like, who knows what it's going to look like?
Yeah.
I'm going to take a photo, click, hope for the best.
Well,
click.
I have a couple of I have some really cool there's some really cool technology that's come out in the last year and a half, 2 years. I have two of them. I have a camera that's called a paper shoot, and it's digital. Like it has a little card that's in it, but it has no screen on it, and it has like a little switch on the back, and you could switch between 4 different filters. But the only thing you have is the little viewfinder, and you just take pictures. You have no idea till you get home and you plug it in,
right? What
they look like, And I have that, and I should have it in here. I have a camera that it looks like an old 8mm with the pistol grip and the trigger, and it's also digital, but again, you can't. There's no screen on it. You can just literally film.
That one's so much fun.
It's super cool. You can just sit there and film, and then again, you don't know what the video looks like, so there's no rewatching it and going delete, And it's just literally and it has one of the filters that makes it look like it's old 8mm.
Well, and
everybody's dancing around and there's artifacts all over the screen.
But it's also got the directional mic on it, which is my favorite part.
Yeah.
Because you really do wind up pointing it.
Yeah. But we took that to Chicago with us, and I don't even think I've looked at that footage, but I watched some of it and I was like, oh, this is cool. I like it, but it doesn't look the best. On purpose, it's kind of low grade, a little fun. It's just fun, And every once in a while, I'll go out with the paper snap one on a necklace, and if I go out with my regular phone camera, I'll come home and I'll take in one photo. If I take that camera out, I'll have 20, and 10 of them suck, but I take way more pictures. Mm-hmm. It's weird. I don't know why that is.
Perfection.
And the other thing too is every picture it's hard to take a selfie, so you're just taking photos of life. You're taking photos, candids, you're taking pictures of people, and also that's the thing, you're not holding up your phone. You just kind of touch the front of it and push it, so people aren't posing, And I think that's just so much better. It's weird. I don't know. I like it more.
But what will all the posers do?
I don't know.
They were a big problem in the 80s, the posers.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I heard about them first.
Damn posers.
Coming for my job.
Fucking posers. I don't think people call,
coming for my job.
They don't call posers enough.
Coming for my job.
Yeah.
Well, you can't call out posers anymore. They're everywhere.
Don't come for my local zine job.
That's true.
Don't come for my own fans job.
So with a zine,
I'm going to outright you.
Where would you put the zine nowadays? Because back in the day, nowadays, back then you would just put them on you would at Launchpad there'd be a stack of them.
So I'm to that point where now I'm I guess in public on this podcast saying I want to put them out places, and Launchpad, the places I've seen the shows that I'm reviewing are the first places that come to mind: Launchpad's sister, Ren's Den.
Oh yeah.
Long Hair Records. I've seen a show there recently.
Ooh, how was that?
Oh, really good. It also sparked my. I was like, wow, I need to do this because look, physical media, and there were so many people at the show, and it was a band's first show, and there were all these people there, and I've seen that a bunch recently. I'm like, wow, this is a band's first show, and that's all these people here for them.
I'm so glad I was.
Maybe somebody should write about it.
That's my friend's band, and I couldn't make it, and I just went, yes, now I can hear about it in a zine.
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, and then even let's the zine thing. For a little while there, I can't remember the guy's name. He was a photographer, and he would show up to every fucking live show.
Was it recently?
Yeah,
in the last 6 months.
No, it was last year, the last 4 years before 2025. And then he kind of blogged everything, And at the time, I was kind of like, whatever. But then now I'm kind of like, you know what? That's needed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about? I can't think of his name.
No, but this past
Yeah.
Night of Living cover bands
Yeah.
during those 4 weekends at the Launchpad,
Mm-hmm.
I think it was maybe the first or second weekend. It was definitely when we played. This guy came up to us and he was like, "Hey, I took pictures of you, just then a few minutes ago. Here's some pictures." And he was printing them out on they were black and white.
Yeah,
They looked
yeah.
like
That
kind of
guy.
lo-fi.
He had like on a what was
His
he
name
wearing?
is maybe Conrad or something. And then I went out the next weekend, Launchpad, and he was also there. And he was doing. And then I found him on Instagram, and he was uploading all these. And then the fourth weekend, I went out and saw him, and I was like, "Dude, I'm doing a zine. I haven't really told anybody.
Yeah.
This would be perfect because Brett Maverick, when he made these Wigwam Bams, he was using like Mad Magazine cartoons and just little things, whatever. And he would give credit in the front. And I'm like, I could do that with like. Instead, I can't see every show, but I can put photos of bands I haven't even seen, like just to promote just create community, basically. And I'm looking for black and white images.
Community buzz.
And here's a guy walking up to me, handing me black and white images. I'm like,
Yeah.
this seems weird, eerily weird.
I want to say he was like dressed up like Link or something like that from Legend of Zelda. I don't remember. It was
Maybe each weekend he was doing something different. And then he also did Queen himself on the last weekend. He's in a band.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he did it with like Tetris. And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's all on Tetris.
Yeah.
And then I sing to it. And I was like, okay. But I didn't make it out to see it.
Yeah, I don't
like,
think I saw that either.
And they had him playing at like 6 o'clock because he's probably, I guess, new. But
yeah.
Wait, I remember that one.
it was the fourth and final weekend, and I didn't go that night. But his name's like Conrad, I think.
Because he played it on Tetris. I remember that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I like that. I'm into that.
I like the video game music. There was this band out of San Diego, 8-Bit, that I followed around for a while, much to their chagrin.
Wow.
Did they call the cops on you?
There he is again.
Did you follow them home?
Stalker.
I did. They played out here in Albuquerque, and then I followed them to an after party, and then I showed up in San Diego like 2 weeks later.
Then I showed up at their mom's house.
And they were all like, "Why? No, this guy again."
No way, really? They were upset about you?
Well, at that point in my life, my party trick was I could kick myself unconscious.
I remember this. Like, are you
So,
talking about this?
Uh,
You could kick yourself in the head.
Yeah, I could kick myself in the head, and if I got like a really good solid block, I could kick myself off my feet, and yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
I did that for them, and they were like, "This person is frightening. We don't want to see him again." And then when I showed up in their hometown, they were like, "Oh, yes, we remember you.
Why are you here? Why do you know where we live?
I can't believe you're here."
Really? That did. So they were like upset about it?
Just a little freaked out.
Huh.
A little freaked out, but I was like, "Well, my girlfriend lives here, so you're gonna see me some more."
And now they have a restraining order against Smiley.
Hopefully not, but I have. Yeah.
What's the name of the zine?
That's a good question.
You don't have a name for it?
No, I do.
Yeah.
It is PAQ
PAQ TAkW.
It's a Klingon word.
Ah.
No way.
And it means street book.
Interesting.
And I
Are you fluent Klingon?
No, but it's not those two words have not been put together as far as I know online, but I found the word for street and I found the word for book and I was like, "Oh, that's what I want."
PAQ TAkW. I like it.
It sounds almost
Yo,
like
PAQ
a
TAkW.
Wigwam Bam. This dude, he was a white dude, but he had a very close connection to the native community here in New Mexico. So it seemed like, I'm like, wow, he like did something like that. Ryan, Ryan Shirota.
Rai Shirota.
I saw him out at a show at Longhaired Records, and I was talking to him about this. I was like, I don't have a name for the zine. He's like, it should be something specific to you, like a Klingon word or something. I was like, aha. So he gets credit for
Austin
inspiring
Farrar
that.
has joined. Hello, Austin Farrar. He's a very zine kind of guy. I guarantee
Nice.
it. He's a big DIY podcaster like we are.
Hello, Austin.
Austin Farrar. But that's pretty cool. PAQ TAkW. And you think you're going to launch it at the Leonard show?
Yeah, and then a couple of weeks.
I feel like that's kind of fitting.
It's basically, exactly. I was going to do it about a week later, maybe like February 1st. I didn't have like a real, it doesn't really matter. It's just whenever weekend I feel like starting to handle them out. But then I was like, oh, this is fitting because we just got asked to do this. And I was like, a lot of the people from back in the day are going to be at this show. And That dude did a lot for the scene. Like
Leonard, oh yeah.
He had his venue. He had
Sock Your
his
Mom?
his record label. Again, thousands and thousands of CDs he printed were using, CD Forge or whatever company. But he was the one like funding a lot of it and getting it all together and passing them out. It was crazy, but. Yeah, that's and it's nice 2 syllables and nice and graphic. PAQ TAkW.
Well, here's the interesting thing about the Leonard, thing. I got here post Leonard. Like Atomic was still around.
Atomic was still here. Right?
Atomic was still here, but I guess post Sock Your Mom.
Mm-hmm.
And I've met Leonard, and I know Leonard's brother very well, but I didn't know Leonard very well. I met him. But when somebody is so pivotal and influential and they live in another city even, like you feel like you know them because I've heard so many Leonard stories.
Isn't that crazy?
Good or bad.
He moved 10 years ago and there's still a memorial for him in this town.
Yeah.
Like not just a family memorial, but like all these other people. And it's like, wow, that's pretty good impact.
And it's one of those things where you're like, you were so impactful in this community. You didn't even live here for like 10 years, and like I know I can tell Leonard stories, and I wasn't there, and I mean but I'm not going to. I'm not going to tell them on here, but like I could literally people I've heard so many Leonard stories, and it's very interesting, and it's like that's a life well lived at that point. It's kind of interesting. What is Austin saying? Shoulder Voices were the first band I saw live after moving here 16 years ago at Old Burt's.
Wow.
Old Burt's.
16 years ago, so that was 2009. No, that was a good year. We were getting going good by that year.
Here's a good point about that. Like, I went to Burt's more than I went to Atomic. I couldn't tell you who owned Burt's.
There you go.
I couldn't tell you anything about them. I don't know a single story.
Me neither. None of that.
I don't know any.
I didn't really even know the managers that well. Barely. Bit.
Like I remember, like who was it? Brian Banks was like, "Yeah, I worked at." And I was like, "Did you?" I have no idea that you did.
2000.
No clue.
2 to 5 or 6, he was there.
Yeah,
they did pour heavy.
Where? At Burt's?
Burt's.
Yeah, probably not for me because I didn't have the inn that probably you had probably. And
oh yeah,
and I've got some of those Shoulder Voices shows recorded that he's talking about.
Wow.
Burt's 2009, isn't that fun? So any band that's not recording themselves, it's fun.
Well, and you can now go back and listen and like kind of relive like that venue because that venue is completely.
I can hear people in the audience that were my friends or are my friends or used to be my best friends, and now I can't stand them. Like it's like a history. It's like a whole like photo album. It's like an audio photo album, like spread out in my CD tower. That's what we call kids. That's what we call where you put all your CDs.
Yeah. It was called a tower. I don't know. It's like a shoe tower, but for music.
Austin Farr says Atomic was where you went when you wanted violence with your beer. Atomic was more where I went when it got so hot in Burt's because they only had a swamp cooler.
Yeah,
and there would be like 200 people in Burt's, and it would be so hot. And you'd go over to Atomic to like get a breather.
That's about right.
And then you're like, oh, $3 PBR tall boys. Let's clear out the fridge,
At Atomic.
Yeah.
Jack, that looks pretty good over there. Yeah. I was hoping for bottled water because I'm dying from that.
But I'll have a PBR.
It's almost the same.
Yeah, just give me a PBR though. This is pretty good. You have an air conditioner in here? This is badass.
Like those two venues next to each other, I don't feel like there will ever be a matched pair that was so good. And I remember the ending of Atomic where like the first ending, like Leonard's like, I owe back taxes. Let's raise money for my taxes. All right. And then so people packed Atomic and music was played. And then like 6 months later, I owe a lot of back rent. Like let's raise money. And by that point, everybody was like, I don't think this is gonna work out. Right?
I think you're supposed to run your business.
We were supposed to play there one weekend, and I promoted the show for like 4 weeks, flyers, handbills, all this. And a few days beforehand, they had to shut down. And we played in front of their door, just in the little
I remember
spot
that. Yeah.
right next. And at next door at Bert's, there was like a line outside the bar, like people trying to get in. So we were basically just paying for those people that were trying to get into Bert's. And we set up microphones and stuffed animals. We didn't have any electricity, but we just had acoustics. And
I think one of the saddest
did it anyways.
The saddest things. Is
I was still booked tonight.
I played anyway. I think the saddest thing is like because they closed and that was sad and then when Bert's was like, we're gonna move over to this location on Central.
Right.
At first, people were like, oh, that's a good idea, and then it was not a good idea. Right.
And all I can figure is they weren't doing that well at the old location before they moved, because I couldn't understand, why did you move? And
I'm pretty sure because that place was going to fall in on itself.
The structure,
The actual structure.
Yeah.
it's not that. How's that any worse than the place they were in?
Less lawsuits?
No, that's true because like I talked to the guy that took over that venue, like that has it now. Mm-hmm. And it was weird when I first walked into that building. I was like, "Oh, weird. There's rafters," because they had it all like covered because it was falling apart.
Is it a nightclub now?
It's a music venue.
Where Bert's,
No, the Bert's on Central, that location.
Oh no!
Place.
I'm talking about the old one.
Yeah.
You walk in and you could see the rafters up there. They had to go in and redo all that. He said they were like the ceiling was just falling in, and I don't know how much of that was like they had just covered it up with like literally like banners and shit, so you couldn't see it was falling in. I'm like, oh wow.
Well, I remember from the bartenders, like they're like, and the floor keeps falling.
Oh,
through.
they had to tear the floor out. I remember watching on Instagram, and Jake
like, where do you walk around behind on the bar side? We put on plywood and then we put over the rubber mats so that we don't fall through the floor.
Yeah. They ripped the flooring out and then redid all the plumbing there. So I mean, the roof's been redone and all the plumbing's been redone. I don't know what's going to happen with that venue. I mean, hopefully it stays around, but who knows?
They don't really seem like they're open.
I
don't even say their name. So
I'm not going to say their name either.
That's all.
I don't.
Two out of these three people don't want to say the name.
I don't
That's
dislike the place, but it's like I don't even know when people are playing there anymore.
Exactly.
I have no idea. There's no promotion of
every
bands.
3 months on Instagram. I see somebody I know promoting a show there, and I'm like, oh, that place is still around.
Right.
And then
right.
3 months goes by, and I'm like, I just kind of drifts in the back. I'm like, that's probably closed. And what? That place is open again? Okay,
right.
Whatever.
Well, I think there's. I don't know the whole story. I just know there's some wealth.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was told, and also am inferring, because why else would you not want to be open?
Yeah.
I drive by on the weekends and they're just like closed. All right.
Oh, is that right?
Like just Friday, I was at the launch pad and on my way out of downtown, drove by and they were and it was like 9 o'clock. I left early, like 9:30, and they were completely
There's
closed.
a couple places like that where they're like, we're only open for events, and I'm like, how do you make money doing that?
Don't need money.
I guess not,
right? I mean,
because that's back to what I was told. Oh, that person has money. Okay.
Yeah.
That was weird.
I want that life.
Like, maybe you own the property or the lease on it.
I don't know.
Only open when you want to. I've been in those situations.
I want that kind of.
But you'd
wealth.
still have to. Why wouldn't you be open?
I don't know.
Isn't it fun?
Yeah. Life.
I mean, okay.
Life or something like it.
After they got rid of the Sunday laws here, somehow like we're the only liquor store that took advantage of it. We're open every day of the year.
Chick-fil-A didn't decide to open up and sell booze.
No, those
Chick-fil-A.
Those chicken bastards.
Here's the thing for me. Like, I remember like when we had it almost seems like when we had the alcohol laws on Sunday, those were better times to go drinking on Sunday. Like, you could go, like, there was Blackbird you could go to and drink on Sunday. There was all these breweries you can go to drink on Sunday. Now it's like there's no stipulations to drink on Sunday. And, like, half the places, like, literally one of the breweries that I went to last night, I left my car there. I couldn't pick it up till 1 o'clock. So they weren't open, like, the gates weren't open to get into the place till 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
They locked your car away.
Which is fine. Because I mean,
that's actually kind of cool. I mean, like, they should charge a fee. We'll take care of your car. Gotta go pick it up at 1 though.
Yeah. But I was like, how many places? Like, there's a lot of places that are like, yeah, we're not open like Sunday during the day anymore. And it's like, what?
We're on island time here.
Yeah.
Without being in the
people
Caribbean.
People don't day drink on Sundays anymore? What kind of bullshit is that?
Oh, I don't mind. It means we get more business.
You do, yeah.
If no one else is going to utilize this law, then we will.
Right. Because you guys,
You
what time
should
do
have
you guys?
seen
What time
news.
do you guys? That's a good question. What time do you guys open?
7?
7 in the morning. Okay, that's crazy. What time do you guys close?
On Sundays?
Midnight.
You guys close at midnight. You don't close at like 1:30? Oh no, package ends at midnight, huh?
Yeah, no, that's
I forgot about
that's
that.
a hard
Shit.
line.
I
We
forgot
have to
about
have everyone.
Can bars still serve until 1:30 in this town?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what time?
But
does
they
the
don't. But they don't
Launchpad
anymore.
close because I never stay until 1.
So it's weird. If a band's playing that late, they'll stay open. But if the bands are done,
They just kind of wrap it up.
they'll
earlier.
wrap it up and push everyone out the door.
And has this happened since COVID, or was it happening before COVID too?
Since COVID.
Okay, because
And then, like,
I was in
Anodyne.
Santa Fe. I was out of the
Yeah.
scene for like 4 years. When I came back, everything
Yeah.
was earlier,
Dude.
which was fine because I'm older and I
Yeah.
have kids. I'm like, this is
Anodyne
Perfect.
closes earlier too now. Like they close at like 12:30, and you're like, what the?
even though if other places can stay open if they want, but if they're
Yeah.
that place,
Any place
that's
can
awesome.
stay open as
So
long as they want.
like you have to be closed by 2,
Right.
So everybody will kick out. You know, it's weird.
All right. The new stipulations on laws is there's no sales for bars. There's no sales after 2.
Right.
That's huge.
I thought it was already that though.
It was.
But you don't have to have everyone out of your establishment.
Oh, I didn't know about
Right,
that. I didn't know about
right.
that.
For liquor laws, it's a hard no. Like
just can't sell.
by midnight,
Yeah.
Because
everyone's got to be out.
So there's
Bars, you have a leeway, but no sales after 2.
well, and then now there's these places popping up.
because there's after hour bars, which is what opened it up.
When you say after hours bars,
Okay, after hours clubs.
no, what do you mean by that?
I mean it's a place that's open for after the bars when the bars close at 2.
To do what?
Fantasy World? What are
To
we talking
hang-
about?
To dance and hang out with your friends.
See, I'm gonna take you a step farther. There's also places that are opening up after 2 that are selling alcohol.
Isn't that? I thought that's what he meant.
No.
But that would be illegal.
No, that would be illegal.
It is illegal. But
Okay.
but I know
That was not what I was talking about.
But I know for a fact, Smiley, that it is happening.
Well, probably. There's no regulation here.
Yeah. Well, because like we used to have back in the day. There's 2 things back in the day that used to be hardcore: SID, and I don't know if they're as hardcore as they used
And
to
it's
be.
lessened? Huh.
Yeah, and then the fire marshals.
Huh.
Do you remember like like they'd come in and then
Oh, yeah.
you'd go to a venue and they'd
Especially
have
a
that
packed venue. Yeah, I remember
they'd have
they'd
that little
come in.
silver clicker thing in their hand. Every person that went in, they're like clicking so they can count like how many people are
1
in
in, 3 out, 2
Yeah.
in.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now, like I remember, like after COVID, I'm in Launchpad, and I'm talking to like the bouncer people they know, and the fire marshal people come up, and they're like, and the people who work there are like, why are the fire department here? And I literally look at them, I'm all, for fire code, they're here to check you don't have too many people in here, and they're like, they look at me, they're like, that's a thing. Like you work here. I don't even work here. Like I have to explain that to you.
No, it's a pretty huge thing.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
you
they-
should be running for
dude,
your
they-
management
dude.
right now and all your paperwork.
I remember I was talking to Joe about it, and he was like, "Yeah, they tried to shut me down a lot. Like they had a hard on for him. Like they wanted to shut like everything he had down.
Especially under like Mayor Marty and certain mayors, shit like that. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know,
Seemed like he had it out for the Anderson Empire.
but hey, here we are.
That's right. And now I can't even imagine this. Like years later, I know the people that run SID,
I met,
and
yeah.
I'm friends with the fire chief. I'm like,
That's weird.
I should own a bar now. All the
Right.
people I used to fight back in the day.
For a moment, I thought y'all were saying like not STD. What's like the new version of STDs with the younger kids? They don't call them STDs.
Oh, they
No?
don't call them
They call
STDs.
them something else.
Really,
Like sex-
SUDs or something?
No, it's like
No.
sex.
I don't know.
It's not sexually transmitted. It's like sexually something else. But they don't,
I just assumed there wasn't sex happening, but you know.
but that's
There's
also,
actually
that's it. It's-
there's also a
it's
lot
even more
of
problem.
not less like there's a lot of less sex happening.
I was reading like articles where like they're like not having sex for a whole year is becoming a norm. I'm like,
And like not having relationships, even if you do have sex, even if you like the person, you both like each other, and you're sexy. Like we still don't do the thing where you go further because that'd be icky.
Wow.
I don't want to have feelings.
That's so old school. Let's make a Facebook post next, like an old person.
I have a cat for feelings.
Wow. We're gonna take a break because we're at the time. So your zine is going to be called PAQ TAkW.
PAQ TAkW.
And it's coming out in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Leonard Apodaca show on the 22nd.
Hopefully places like Launchpad Sister.
Oh,
they Reds. Maybe they'll let me put a few out, but if not, I'll be just passing them out and walking around and doing whatever.
I'll put them on my
It's called
place.
an STI.
STI, yeah.
Thanks, Clifford Grindstaff. STI.
He works with young people.
Infection.
What else you got going on? You got a show you said coming
And then we have that show that night, the Leonard Apodaca Memorial, with like, I don't know, maybe 5 or plus bands. Might be a lot of bands. And then we're playing Friday the 13th of February at Black Wall. As a
I've never been there.
Valentine's Eve show. Yeah, it's a good all ages place. That's on San Mateo, just north of Long Hair, and they're like pretty close to each other, like a couple blocks away. That's pretty cool.
Cool.
And other than that, just doing this and thinking maybe having a launch party at my house, but I don't know. Maybe just this this memorial show. I'm not sure.
Cool. Smiley, you got anything going on?
But no, me.
Okay.
I'm fine.
January 15th through the 18th is Albuquerque Comic-Con.
Whoa.
I have signed on to now be one of the live stream hosts. I'm going to be they're going to do a live stream all 3 days, and I'm going to be one of them doing, literally like a couple hours here and there where I'm like literally doing this, but for Albuquerque Comic-Con, like interviewing guests and talking about what's going on and like how it's going, kind of like a
Okay, now I have a second question.
Uh-huh.
Do I have anything going on?
I don't know.
I have these days off.
Brody says no.
Okay.
It's not a STI. So
that's up to you. If you want to be a part of Comic-Con, I can make that happen.
Yeah. Do you need an assistant while
do.
you're doing all
I do.
this? Okay. Yeah. All right.
I didn't bring my guy.
Apparently, I will be doing something.
Yeah. and then later this week, I don't know what day. I haven't found out yet. So TNA Wrestling, which is a national wrestling company, that's it's like there's like WWE, there's like AEW, and then TNA is like right in there, like they're like third probably. They're coming to Albuquerque later this month, so they're sending a couple of wrestlers into this market to like promote it. So I'm going to be interviewing. Probably in the studio later this week, Nick Nemeth, formerly from WWE, Dolph Ziggler. And I can't remember. There's another wrestler. I'll get that for you guys. But they're going to come in, and I'm going to interview them. And we're going to. I don't know if we're going to do it live, but we're going to. Yeah, I think maybe we will. We'll see. Probably either Thursday or Friday. So for all you wrestling fans out there, there's going to be a Nick Nemeth interview. And if you're a wrestling fan, you know exactly who he is. He was pretty big. Still is. He's still pretty big. But I think that's all I have going right now. I think that's it right now. But those are big. Those are big. And then Sadness, Madness, and Mayhem is coming up. So it looks like Sydney is going to come on, or somebody's going to come on around the 18th about that. So that's pretty cool. But anything else you guys want to promote?
No. Check me out on Instagram.
No.
Pick up the zine.
How long is an issue going to be? How many pages?
That's a good question. Maybe like let's see, 17, 18, 20, something like that.
20 pages?
Yeah, so like 5 or 6 pieces of paper, 4 pages per paper. Right now I have like 13 shows I've reviewed going back to last summer.
Nice.
So you're going to start going to a lot of shows now?
Have
nice.
been, yeah.
Right. Let me know if you need any kind of help or anything. I go to a lot of stuff. So.
It won't be online. It'll only be something you can hold.
Hard copy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Limited edition. Are you going to number them like limited edition?
I am. I used to like make, long elaborate Facebook posts, but I saw this show last night and this happened, and now nobody cares.
No.
So I just have to go print them out, staple them together, go up to people and say, here's my opinions. If you're not going to look online,
That's fair.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's totally fair.
Yeah. Well,
If
right
you're
on.
not gonna read it,
Instagram doesn't have enough text. It's
Put
just,
it in your face
it's
and
just
read it.
images.
Right. So that's cool. So we look forward to that. Check it out when it comes out.
Yeah.
PAQ TAkW. It'll be at all the local venues. So get out and see live music.
It'll be free.
We'll be back here in a little while. And with that, we are,
we are 10 drink minimum.
Oh my, it is the Marble Wavy Hour. Smiley, do you have a marble beer in your hand, Smiley?
Oh wow, I do actually.
What? How did that happen?
I don't know. I think it's because someone poured it for me. Thank you so much.
Man, they were dope as hell. Like, there was a cool, like, New Year's Eve, our good friends, Lauren Poole and Alex Knight. Great folks. Great Lauren Poole of the band Prism Bitch and Alex Knight of the show at the Box Theater every Friday and Saturday. Had a really cool robot-themed New Year's Eve party. And
I feel like they've done the robot themed parties before.
they've done. I think that's like their thing.
Yeah, that's
And-
cool.
But I mean, it really helps out though. Like if you're invited back, you're like, wait, I do have robot themed things already.
Yeah. So I hit up Marble and I was like, hey, can I get a keg? And they were like, yeah. And they got us a keg for a party, and we had a fucking killer night. I'm not going to say we didn't drink Rumplemints because we drank a lot of Rumplemints. We killed the Rumplemints, Smiley. You don't have to drink anymore.
Good. Jeez, I can't believe that you were like, yep, and here's the Rumplemints. I'm like,
It's the holiday liquor.
okay, I mean, no, it's fair. It's fine. It's fine. It's not the holidays anymore.
liquor. Have you ever had Rumplemints? Little Bobby Tucker for the band Shoulder Voices is here with us.
I've had peppermint schnapps.
It's the same, but it's just a little more. It's a little more of a punch in the in the liver. You know?
It's 100 proof.
No.
So Little Bobby's got a zine coming out. PAQ TAkW. PAQ TAkW.
And what does that what does that translate to?
It's Klingon for street book.
Street book.
Yeah. The Russian version would be samizdat.
Ooh,
I
samizdat.
came across like the concept of how like in the 60s, this is on Wikipedia, in the 60s and 70s, these zines became very like big with the Russian underground as a way to subvert the communist government. And now there's a Ukrainian version from the same time with slightly different, different pronunciation. This is when I was looking for titles.
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, well, I'm not Russian, and I'll find my own version.
Okay.
Do some Klingon.
But it's something they can't take away from me.
like? Zines used to be a big thing. There's like a zine fest still too, right?
There's one coming up, I believe. Stephanie Galloway talked to me about it.
She would be the one.
She's helping me format this one.
Interesting. Yeah.
Years ago, she made this one for me. She took a lot of my Facebook posts and she's like, I want to make a zine out of your Facebook posts. I was like, wow,
She's so
awesome.
She's so artistic, right?
Yeah, and then a couple years later, Perry Packrew was like, you pay you to write for my. It was called Pyrograph, and it went on for a couple years, and she paid me to write each week. It was incredible, just because she had seen my Facebook post, and I was like, wow,
Oh wow, that's
getting
cool.
paid to write.
That's amazing.
So that gave me confidence. A decade later, I'm like, I can do this. I can write. Don't be scared.
Well, I mean that's the thing.
Do you have a wigwam bam over there?
He does. Yeah.
A couple of them, yeah.
I'm like, are those from your personal, or do people give them to you?
The Wigwam Bam, these are mine.
Yeah.
Like a jerk, I used to just take out the pages that he wrote about my bands the first few years because I didn't want to collect all these things. But then I started collecting entire issues.
Yeah, and now it's a thing, and it's a part of Albuquerque, music history. Wigwam Bam. Did you see Chris Walsh's movie, Decline of the Southwestern Civilization Part 1?
I've heard about it though.
Yeah, it's one of those things where I ended up being in it, and that's not why I think
Does he mention Wigwam? Do you?
I don't. I don't remember. I need to watch it again. I keep telling him, I'm like, dude, you need to
do another one.
You need to screen. Well, he's gonna do part 2, but you need to screen it again. And
ooh, this one's for my birthday month.
I bet. I don't know. Because I don't know if it got to that point yet. But the thing about that documentary is it's kind of it's a good documenting of the history of Albuquerque, because it literally starts in the early 80s with the Joe Buffalino stuff,
right?
And he even got the footage of the news talking about Joe Buffalino that we've all kind of posted on social media about, and it goes into because of his grip on the music scene here, and the fact that if you were a band and you wanted to play originals, you couldn't.
He was the guy that was keeping people out.
Yeah, he was. You had to play top 40 or you couldn't play a Joe.
Right.
And
It's like Footloose. You're like,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Am
And
I
he-
living a movie?
he was the agent. He was the agent like that booked all the bands for all the venues. Like they didn't have to book their own bands.
Right.
He would book them, and so if you didn't play top 40 hits, you couldn't play
Isn't that
in
crazy? And that
downtown.
was not that long ago. I moved here in 2000, so that is
Yeah.
not
in the 80s.
that long before that.
So
That's crazy.
So then what happened is people like Gordy from Black Maria. I can't remember the name of his band. It's like
Cracks in the Sidewalk.
Cracks in the Sidewalk.
Yeah, I've got a vinyl of theirs.
Yeah. So they started playing in like garages and like these DIY venues
Like
that they
creating the DIY scene, because
Yeah,
I've
and
heard
they
you
did.
say that's why
Yeah.
we have a lot of that
yeah.
DNA here. I guess
We do, yeah, and I didn't know it until I saw that Walsh documentary, and I was like, "Yeah, this is badass." Like
And
I'm
once people see it in the 80s and 90s, and when I move here 20 years later, people are still doing it because they've seen other people who
Yeah.
saw other people do it, and it's not like
Well-
weird. They didn't do that in Texas where I was from. There was not house shows.
Oh,
knew
here
of
we go.
In your 20s,
Stephanie Galloway says Albuquerque Zine Fest is every year in October. I've worked it every year for the last 15 years. Zines are a perfect creative format for the DIY music scene because they both have a DIY history.
so she made this for me in 2013 or so. She's like, "I'm doing this Zine Fest.
that's
Can I
very
make
cool.
this?" And I was like, "Cool." And she did some artwork in there with it.
That's very cool. I
These,
love that.
and these are amazing. Just looking
Yeah.
through the one, like
You see some shit you forgot about, huh?
I'm like,
That's
I know,
what I see.
I remember all of it. I'm
Oh,
like,
or
well,
that.
what like back in the day, like
I'm like, I was at this show. I remember when
I was in the
Mark
last year. I was just struck by how this guy was creating his own social media
yeah,
way before.
way before it
And it was,
existed.
yeah, and he was like, "This is what," and I kind of was joking earlier when I was like, "Nobody's interacting with my Facebook posts," so I'm decided to post them, print them out. But that's kind of what he was like, kind of walking around, going, "Here's what I
Well,
think."
you don't even
Here's
have-
20 copies of "Here's what I think,"
Yeah.
and that's like kind of badass.
Yeah.
And like,
Well, you don't even have blogs like
Right.
blog sites anymore. No one's doing that for. I mean, that I know of. If someone could turn me on to someone local who is out and like, here's what I see. We have a lot of like amateur photographers now. A lot. And it's cool to like take a lot of pictures of the music scene and like put them on Instagram, but adding that like that written touch to it adds a lot. Like
Right.
it adds a lot. Like
Right.
it does, you know? Cuz like growing up for me, like as a human being that was in a small town, magazines like Thrasher and Rolling Stone and what's the other what was the other big
like if you're a guitar player, it was Guitar World, Guitar Player, like
yeah,
early 90s.
yeah,
Wow,
and
this is just amazing.
what
So-
other big like music magazine? What was the other one? Spin.
Spin, yeah,
Like if it wasn't for those magazines, all I would know was MTV.
right.
You know, all I knew was MTV. Like literally Thrasher. I'd flip to the back, and I would look. They would sell in the back of the Thrasher magazine. They'd have like all the ad like pages that probably paid for the fucking thing to go, and there would be like t-shirt. Like literally a page would be like t-shirts.
Those were the best bits.
Yeah, and like that's where I would be like, "What's this band with the skull on the shirt? Misfits." Okay, and that's when I would go to like Hastings because that's where you went in the small town I was in, and I would look for the Misfits or I would look for the Ramones, and I would and so finding bands like sometimes and like like wandering upon a zine, wandering upon a written word. If someone's like taking photos, cool, but photos they only tell like some story. Like you want the rest. So I want someone to be out there again doing that. I don't know, and I don't have a good eye for photography.
Yeah,
so.
and am I wrong? There's like the paper, and that's the thing that's out.
Yeah,
but that I don't.
Yeah.
First of all, that's a terrible name. Secondly,
Yeah.
I've hardly ever seen it. When I've
I-
looked at it,
I've-
I'm like,
I've-
okay,
I've
that's
picked
fine.
one up. I've picked
I
one
wish
up.
them well, but I
Like,
don't know anything
We have
about
them
it.
at my work.
It's
they,
not
they
the
come
same.
by every week and they put it down.
It's not the same as the Alibi.
No,
It's owned by Pat.
And once the alibi,
Ghosting.
and the alibi towards the end, the alibi was not the same as the alibi, and I was like looking back, like, so all we have now is social media.
Yeah.
I don't like that option.
No, I don't either.
As being the only option.
Well, because here's
There
the
you go.
because
Now you changed it.
we're also hanging out,
Yeah.
talking to ourselves in the bars. We're already hanging out, but let's stop all looking at our phones at the same time.
Well, the problem with social media is they and I mean the corporations control with an algorithm what you post and who sees it.
And they can also just turn it off.
They can also turn it off, and they can turn it off for certain people. Mm-hmm. And so, like, if you're posting, like, say I'm online and I'm posting about some bands that I saw, fuck, a lot of people aren't going to see it. Mm-hmm. It's not like and or the people who live in Albuquerque aren't going to see it, and if somebody who lives in like Clovis or somewhere is going to see it, and they don't give a fuck because they don't live here. And I get that. Like, I get that they don't give a fuck.
Or just some bot's going to make a comment. Yeah. Hey, send me this post, and you're like, I don't even. That doesn't even make sense.
You know what?
Like,
you know what I really hate is like how bad that like the Facebook groups has become, because it's all AI ran now, and like so many people are just ignorant of the fact that it's like an AI asking these questions. It's like, what's the best music venue you've ever been to?
Right, and then you have like 18 people, and I'm like, really, y'all aren't answering?
You're answering the bot that like just asked you a question.
Yeah, not your friend, not a trusted colleague or
No.
anything. Just hey, this is my favorite one.
The questions I've seen just in the last 6 months, because I think I know at least one of the groups you're talking about, and they're worded so poorly. It's just like, name one of times you've really enjoyed show.
Yeah.
What?
And people are like, I really liked that one time I went to El Rey and I saw
this and I saw that.
I saw Go-Go Bordello. That was the shit.
And I'm like, what am I doing looking at this right now? Now I'm an idiot.
And so it's come to the point where, like, if I see one of those posts and then there's no one that's posted underneath it, I immediately go, AI bullshit, and then in hopes of people don't.
And then I started doing that about a year ago. With suddenly there was a whole bunch of Republican stuff in my feed about a year ago, and this recent dude took over. And then once I started going MAGA bullshit, now it's like, oh, you like interacting with this? Let's see you more. And now I'm like, you know what? You just ruined your whole thing for me. It was already sucking, but now you just made your thing worse. This is your strategy.
Yeah.
It's
there's at least on Instagram, people are attractive, and. Like, I'm still gonna use that. I'm still have a Facebook for we get shows there
and
stuff,
Instagram's like, you looked at this hottie. How about all these other hotties?
And I'm like, wow, every single girl looks like my wife, except not as hot. No offense, but they're very attractive, and so is my wife. But these are all 2-dimensional.
Right.
Oh wait, some of them aren't. Whoa! If you turn your phone like that, whoa.
Do you have a VR helmet? Just wait. See, that's where like.
No, I'm not totally anti-tech, but it's gone too far.
It's getting a little much, and that's I don't want to sound old, but like, just
what's getting boring, and
it's
the whole,
boring.
The
it's getting
whole
boring.
Point of it
AI
it's
porn
not
is boring. AI music is boring. AI photos and images.
Everything is.
They're not even photos. They're images. They're just boring. Speaking of which, I did went to Tammy's shop about a year ago, and I got some stickers my friend designed. I shouldn't even say he designed. He used AI. And then I printed them out, and then I felt like an idiot later. So it's part of why I'm trying to go the other route. So here's those stickers. They are beautiful. But
I've used it for some stuff. It's interesting. It's like, because like,
I used it to see what it did and how it worked.
And now I feel like that was my bridge too far. It's like, I can't believe I did that because I was so busy. I was like, I'm too busy. I'll just farm it out. I'll have my friend do something and send it back because I can't. So this is one I made like 20 years ago by hand, cut and paste.
Much better.
And this is the one he made, the AI made, using somebody else's images that I guess it stole or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I should really just go back to
put those both up there at the same time. Because like the one you made is way better.
Yeah, it's got like heart.
Yeah. And it's cool. It's like it's cool. Did you listen to the episodes where we talked about cool? And I
heard you recently say like it's going away. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah. I mean, like the fact that there's like there's people out there who aren't cool. Like who do you look up to? And I want to talk about this.
And was this more because nerds have taken over? What do you exactly mean?
Okay,
I was a little lost.
Okay, so like you, back in the day, growing up, you would look up to people
like certain stars and stuff.
Yeah, like you would look at them and you were like, they didn't have to say it. They just were.
Is it because everybody's a star now in their own place?
Who's a star now?
Well, that's what I'm saying. What do you mean by cool has gone away? Is it because star power has kind of gone away?
Like who do you look at at your age?
For me, it's musicians. You know,
But what new musicians?
Social. New. I don't know about new musicians.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. What new musicians?
Like people that are younger than me is what I would consider new.
Yes.
Tame Impala. I haven't listened to a lot of them, but they're on my list of things I want to listen to.
You know who I
MGMT, because I was like, oh, that's a cool psychedelic.
You know who I want to bring up, and
I'm not sure if that's one still new.
I got attacked a little bit about this.
Right, but they are still younger than me.
I got attacked.
Probably.
I got attacked a little bit about this, and I was wrong and they were right, and I'm not attacked that I was wrong about this, but attacked that I didn't go enough. And I want to say, you know who I think is cool now? Chapel Roan. I think Chapel Roan is fucking cool.
She just this is my exact point. My wife and I were talking about her recently. I was like, did Chapel Roan say something stupid on the internet? And I was like, my wife was like, yes, it was again. And she's like, but I really like her music, which she said in the past. I'm like, me too. I just wish the internet's not really good for too much of a lot of people. It's like, I don't want that to be your brand, that you're saying stupid stuff on the internet, especially if you've got good music.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know who else I think is cool? Lady
if you've
Gaga.
already got a good thing going, why would? Oh no!
It's kind of what I've done on Facebook.
Like,
hey, here's every damn thought I have. It's like, why is that good?
You know who else? I think Lady Gaga. I think Lady Gaga like you talk about like the modern day Madonna. Like Lady Gaga is like, all right, like you might think I was done, and then I'm going to evolve and I'm going to do it again.
I'm listening to a lot of Casey Musgraves
lately.
She's definitely younger than me. Got what? Grammy of the Year like 6 years ago. That's kind of new.
But like when you watch a movie and you go, fuck, I kind of like, look how how they dress. Like I would say in the last like in the modern day, Brad Pitt like in the movie F1, Brad Pitt in the movie Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, like you just see him and you're like, fuck.
These are all movies set contemporary and I only watch like sci-fi.
No,
they don't wear
F1's modern day,
okay.
but like here's the thing with his character, like he's like the antithesis to everything modern day in that movie. Like they're trying to bring him in to save the F1 team, and he lives in like his like cool like Volkswagen van thing. And he's not on social media, and he hates fucking all that. He calls it all noise. And he just wants to race cars, and if he dies on the racetrack, he doesn't care.
If he dies, he dies.
Yeah. But, like, you see him, like, he's, like, 60 years old, and he's, like, shirtless, and you're like, shit. How do I look like that dude?
Yeah.
How do I wear clothes like that guy wear? And that's what I'm talking about. You don't see people like that anymore. Like Timothée Chalamet, probably. He's there.
Oh, that's the one I was talking about.
Yeah, you were saying it. Yeah.
There used to be Hollywood Elite, and now like there's like 4 of them.
Yeah, we don't have.
And they're in everything.
And it's not all Hollywood. It's like music too. Like music, everyone looks alike, and they don't.
Oh Jesus!
They all look
back
alike.
to the problem with Instagram.
Yeah, they all look alike, and there's no like
music. Most music sounds alike.
Yeah.
No
one's riding a motorcycle.
Here's a good example.
Just Prince.
Who was cool as fuck.
My old jacket wore out finally. Had it for like 20 years. Loved it. Very iconic.
Yeah.
So I got a new jacket, and this is my new jacket because I was like, I was looking around at like, what's everyone wearing? And I'm like, they're all wearing the same shades. Yes.
Well, like what you're like we talked about.
You got it.
So look
They're
what you're
all wearing
wearing.
black.
Like what you're wearing right now.
He's got some army green on.
He's got army green on. You have a necklace that has your wife's picture on it from her driver's license.
She's beautiful.
And all of this is like you have glam face
This is
paint
my
on.
dad's police patch, even though it looks army.
Yeah.
No, this one.
Yeah. Really? I didn't know. So this is all like I have a jacket like this too. Mine has like animal patches on it, and I love it.
This is some fashion though, man.
Not a week goes by that not a week goes by that like at least 2 or 3 times a week, someone at work or someone out in public like tells me like, wow, like I like that jacket, shirt, pants, shoes, or glasses of me, and like I'm like, well, this is what I wear, and we were talking about this on that episode. Like right now, rebellion is color.
Oh yeah,
no one wears color.
Yeah, I heard y'all talking about that, and I was like, yeah, bingo.
Yeah, bingo.
Yeah.
I was like, that's not just me.
No,
No.
that's
Because
just
the
you,
problem
man.
I used to have was blue jeans. Like, blue
Yeah.
jeans are fine, but everybody in your band's wearing blue jeans all on stage at the same time.
Right.
Was I supposed to wear blue jeans coming here? Like,
Oh, I didn't get them.
Well, like back in the day when you'd go watch local bands, like you guys, everyone, like it wasn't just like you showed up and played. You showed up and you fucking unloaded, like you still do, unloaded a truckload of like stuffed animals covered in like fake blood, and you would dress up and all this, and that was the thing is you weren't the only ones that did stuff like that. Other bands did stuff like that. And that's what you would do to not only like stand out, but like to put on a show, to express yourself. And like for like you stopped playing for like 10 years. There was like, I don't know how long you stopped playing.
like 5.
5 years. Like 5 years, it was like show up, go on stage, casual clothes, play, get off stage, go home. And like
Back to 2002. 'Cause that's what I saw when I moved here.
out of nowhere though.
that right?
But now you'll see bands though, and they're like all in the same, like all in the same like outfit. And I dig that. Like,
Almost always never did that.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
holy
dig
shit,
the
y'all
ever-
upstaged me.
yes, and like
Damn it.
like if
I'm not going to win this songwriting
yeah,
contest.
like the like Dog Jury. Dog Jury.
Dog
is,
Jury, I specifically give them a shout out in my
Yeah.
zine because I was like, I don't know what Barney's doing lately, but
Yeah.
it's like I just remember him like not really having a stage presence before because he was next
Right.
to Amanda. But I was like, now he's like making me laugh and like
Yes.
they're all dressed up and they're
Yes.
having jokes and shit. I was like, fantastic.
When
I
he
I
first-
specifically mentioned
Yeah.
that.
I went to their launch where they launched that band, and they didn't even have a name. And we were all writing names on a whiteboard. It was at La Chancla. And
Nice.
watching that band, I'm in the music video for them. Watching that band evolve has been really fun. And now they're like one of the better bands in Albuquerque. And I would have never thought like Barney Lopez singing lead
Right.
with Chris, like Barney Lopez, Chris Walsh, Rai Shirota. I mean, like power trio right there.
And even I saw them play with the SEMO album release in like September, this past September. And I was like, damn, I played with Ryan for so many years. And now I'm watching him tonight. He sounds like he's gotten like even better.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, I just assumed when we were all adults,
Yeah.
oh, that's just how that person sounds. That's how I sound. But people actually get better. And not everybody.
Yeah.
But I'm like, holy shit,
But-
these people are.
As a local band, if I was a
you
local,
put in the effort, it's amazing.
but if I was a local band, that is who I would look at and be like, oh, because like every show they do, like Prison Bitch back in the day, when Prison Bitch first came out,
It's a little event.
it was an event. Every show was a fucking event.
Are you going to go to the show? Are you going to go?
Yeah.
You know what show I'm talking about.
Yeah, and Prison Bitch doesn't play that much anymore here because they've like got bigger and like tour around. But like I remember like the first they were called Prison Bitch,
Right.
and Chris Walsh was dressed as like a prison
guard.
guard. And then all of the ladies were like in jumpsuits.
Like prison outfits.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and right away I was like, oh, like as soon as they walk on stage, not a single note is played,
Right.
and I'm like, oh, and then stage presence was killer. But
Years ago, it clicked one time before we played a show, and like the next band was playing, and we had all of our stuffed animals like around the corner. I was like, let's bring some stuffed animals out now, even though we're not playing. I'm not trying to steal the spotlight. Oh, let's bring them in. Let's just walk them in through the bar. Let's come through the front, like one at a time.
Yes.
And people are just like, what do y'all do? And I'm like, we're in a band, and just
Exactly.
keep walking by and like,
don't you worry about it. Yeah.
just create your own buzz.
So I saw this guy. So one
That's
of
the way.
my favorite things in life, and I mean this, like top 10, is when, and I know this has happened to everyone in this room, is when you're like, I got nothing going on tonight. What's going on at whatever venue? Fuck it. I don't even know what that is. Pop in. And then you walk in and you're like, this is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my entire life. So this guy was in town, I don't know, like a month and a half, 2 months ago. Willie Carlisle. He's like a bluegrass folk guy, LGBTQ, very friendly. Like I go in and I like I see he's playing and I'm like kind of going through a rough time, and music is like in the world and in my opinion, when you're going through a rough time, live music is where it's at, and that's
Music is the remedy.
Music is sometimes the only thing that makes sense. And I walk in, I buy the ticket, and I think it was like $25. And I buy my friend a ticket. I was like, let's go to this show. And she's like, have you listened to him? I was like, yeah, I listened to one of his songs, and I really dig it a lot. Like, I like, and I didn't know who he was. Like, literally, I looked at the Launchpad schedule, and I went on YouTube, and I was like, let me check this guy out.
Who's this guy?
And I was like, wow, he has a song called Cheap Cocaine. Phenomenal song. And I was like, okay, I like that song. Fuck it. Paid $25 to get in. Paid $25 for my friend to get in. We go in, and they have the merch table, and then they have like Transgender Resource Center there.
Really?
And then the Native
At the
American,
event?
yes. And then Native American, I can't think of the name of the group. It's like a Native American like women's something or other, but another like LGBTQ group, but like they have them there. I'm like, well, that's badass. So then they start playing. First of all, they have like on the Launchpad stage. You guys can attest this. It's not a big stage, but they have a big like backdrop scene like that they had to come in and set up. It's like a barn, like a big barn. And at one point,
Ooh,
like,
stagecraft.
Yeah, stagecraft. And then like the guy's playing, and he's got like a whole stage full of like he's got like 6 people on stage, and they acapella the first part of it. Indigenous Women Rising. There it is. Thank you, Sydney. Indigenous Women Rising. Maybe that is absolutely who it was. Sydney Counts. Dust City Opera guys. That's exactly who it was. Anyway, so they all sing a cappella to start the show. Dope as fuck. And at one point he's like singing, and he's like, what is that? Look, everyone. And like through the audience, like I'm in the back, and like from the front they have a person who, have you ever like Mardi Gras parades where they'd have the big like head on a person? Do you know what I'm talking about? Mm-hmm. They come through the crowd, and he's like
paper mache.
Yeah, like big, like the head's like massive. He's like, oh my god, it's the bourgeoisie landlord, and everybody's like, boo! And the landlord's like walking around through the crowd with a crown on, and has like a big like scepter, and everybody's like, boo, boo. He's all let's all boo the landlord. Like the whole time, I'm like, wow, holy shit, that's amazing. Like they had to bring that with them. And then at one point he starts talking about like this, they have a song called Critters, and he was like, I was in this commune, and he's like, anytime someone saw a critter, you'd yell out critters, and whoever the last person to say the word critter was would have to finish their beer and then take off an article of clothing. And as he's saying that, a possum pops up from behind the barn, and he's like, oh my god, there's a critter, and a person comes out dressed as a possum. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then at one point in the middle of the barn where the door is, they have a scrolling narrative of one of the songs, and it's all lit up. And then like at one point it stops, and then they have birds flutter behind it. It's like a whole puppet show.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what we need.
That sounds
more.
Badass.
It was
dude.
amazing. And like Candace and I are just like, that was unbelievable. I cannot believe we just like fucking randomly came out tonight and watched this. And there's like 150 people in there, and you could tell like most of them were from Santa Fe, because I didn't know. I knew like out of the crowd, I knew like 8 people at Launchpad, and which is crazy. And I'm just like, wow. And I bought a shirt. And like now I'm gonna be like, when they come back to Albuquerque, there's that. But that's like one of the best things in life, is to just wander in to something like that. And there's very few things that match that to me. And I feel like that's where bands are like not lacking, but like
just don't follow them back to their home state. They'll get a little freaked out about that.
Just don't all wear blue jeans. Unless your songs are about that.
Like to me, that was cool. Like that was very cool. Like that was like, wow, you guys found your art, and you were like, fuck yeah, let's just fucking enjoy this. And like they had a good time making all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And they're like, there's the bourgeoisie landlord. He's walking around like, boo. Like, this is amazing. Like, fuck it. I have video of it. I was like, that was the time I like pulled my phone out, and I was like, I have to video this, because this is fucking phenomenal.
Right.
Like, not just me, like, not just a band standing up there and the guitar player's just playing his guitar. Like, who cares? Who gives a shit? Yeah.
Or when
Most people don't.
it was like when like Sorry Weather came in, like, and then like a little mini bike, and you're like, what is going on?
See, that's why I love Night Living cover bands. And Night Living cover bands, man, that is like
it's the perfect example.
It is the perfect example. And like the thing that sucks is it's one time a year, but it's not, because you have a stage. Someone has given you, like, that's always like how I feel about anything. Someone has given you a stage. Use it. Have fun with it. And the more fun you have with it, the more people will come out.
That shirt you're wearing, Sinister Surfer, I saw them when they did the Doors in October, and I hadn't really paid attention to them before. And then I went out a couple weeks ago, and I saw them do their original stuff, because I was like, that was so good.
How good was that Doors?
Really
man?
good.
It was fucking good.
In the Zine, I write, is one of the best Night Living cover band shows I've seen. I've missed a lot of them over the years, but I've seen a lot.
I got a lot of pleasure out of that because I got to be a part of it, and like we told the whole story, and we kind of like it's kind of on you a little bit.
And that's what's the singer's name?
Zach.
Yeah, it wasn't that Zach, was it? Zach Taylor? Oh, that's Zach Taylor from earlier. Yeah, he was like this was just like a couple weeks ago. He was like, I think I'd seen Chris do that when
for you,
Dave Walk 5. He's like, the Dave Walk 5 was. I was like, oh, you were at that show?
Yeah,
I don't know who was at that show, and he's like, yeah, that was crazy. And I was like, cool.
So how that all happened is they're big. He's a big fan of this show, which I really love that. And he's like, can I be on the podcast? And he would hit me up, and we talk in person, and I listen to them, and it's surf rock, and I like surf rock. And they came on the show, and he's like, "Hey, we really want to ask. I don't think you'll do it, but will you do Ed Sullivan again for the Doors?" And like for the Dave Clark 5, I don't really I know they were on Ed Sullivan because sure, but like there's not real, like there's like the iconic Ed Sullivan things are like Elvis, the Beatles, and then that Doors one, because that was the one the Doors got banned.
They probably just did the one appearance, right?
They got banned. They were not allowed back.
Dave Clark did like 20 because they were all sugary.
The Doors, because they said they wanted them to change the word higher,
right?
And Morrison wouldn't do it, and so that was like the only time they were on. So then it made it in the movie, and they made a bigger deal in the movie, like the
movie,
But so like what I thought was really cool with that whole thing is we kind of did because all I could say about this is I love stories, and with that performance by Sinister Surfer and me, and then I don't know who the other people were, we told a story. Like we literally did kind of like the brief history of the Doors really quick. Like I came up and I did the Ed Sullivan thing, and that was like one of the big things, and then they came up and they played. And then at the end,
got arrested.
They got arrested. Like Jim Morrison got arrested. So we were like, we did this whole story,
right?
And I don't know how many people do that. Like
we did John Lennon this year, and I almost ended it with an assassination, but I was like, that's maybe a little too dark.
Yeah.
And I do want people to enjoy themselves.
You should have had someone. Someone come on stage and go,
like it was going to be like a news clip of. It was going to be the who do you call it? Howard Cosell discussing on Midnight Football when he announced to everybody, "Oh, John Lennon was just shot." I was going to play that clip. I wasn't going to act it out or anything, but even then, I was like, man. Am I really going for the hard edge art here, or am I want people to have a good time?
You know who else killed it was the band.
Let me remind you guys about how this ended.
Did you see? I think it's Rats in the Rosebush. Is that right?
Did you do?
No, but that's my drummer, and I heard you say that was one of your favorite ones.
And
dude, I told him the next week. I was like, "Hey, Chris on Ten Drink said that was one of the best." He'd seen,
that was unbelievable because I was like, okay, a band's doing weird.
He's playing in like a week or so original stuff, and I'm gonna check it out.
That whole band,
Rats,
Where are they playing at?
I don't know. I just saw it. I think it's Juneau. It's like in the next week.
Oh,
I think it's this coming week.
I might try to pop up for
maybe
that.
the 15th.
Because see, now I want to go see him.
And I remember you saying that.
Because
I
now
told
I
him that. Because
like
some in my band are like, it's such a lot of work to do that. I'm like, yeah. Some people see us and then they don't like.
Yeah.
That's why you start now.
But see,
for
the art,
October, you start now.
Yes, and the art of that is to come in and knock the shit out of everybody with a badass performance, but then follow it up, like have some shit and be like, all right, we're also playing here,
right?
Well,
But,
Chris, remember, I did the thing with the Dave Payne,
yeah,
and like that was a whole
the Pulp Fiction thing,
Oh no. It was Big Lebowski.
Big Lebowski thing.
So like the entire it was an entire stage show.
Yeah,
Like
I'm into that, man.
like that is like the new jam on.
Somebody did Pulp Fiction one year.
Yeah,
Somebody-
it was,
I missed that
It
one.
was Dave
I
Payne
heard-
and those guys.
I
They
did
They
too.
did it again.
I
They
walked
did it
in
next
and
year, I'm
Ben Levine, I think it was the drummer, and he was
Yeah.
all bloody and shit. He's like, "Oh, we just did Pulp Fiction." I was like, "Motherfucker, I just missed that." And then
Yeah.
you'll never see that again.
No, you'll
Nope.
never see that again. Never in a million years. And like I had told my friend Ming about Night Living cover bands, like, and he'd never like there was no chance he was going to get to see it, and it just so happened.
This last time he happened to be here.
Well, there's a whole story behind that. So, the guy who runs Albuquerque Comic Con and the Santa Fe one follows he and I. He follows because you know he books Ming all the time. He's great friends with Ming, and I met him through Ming. And we were in Chicago together.
Yes.
And Ming is like a social media like badass. Like if you're with him, like you don't have to take photos, you don't have to do shit. He's doing it, and then he's like on it, bang 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 bang, tagging. So like he's taking photos of us and he's tagging us. And while I'm there, the guy from Albuquerque Comic Con messages him, and he's like, "Hey, want to come up and do Santa Fe?" Like it put him on, that guy's algorithm, and he immediately goes Santa Fe. So I look up Santa Fe, and Ming's like, "I just got invited to Santa Fe, and I'm going to say yes to it." And I look, and I go, "Well, that's right in the middle of Night Living cover bands." And he's like, "Oh," and I was like, "We're going to go down, and we're going to." And I said, we're going to go down and we're going to see it. Then I'm like, all right, do you want to be on stage for it? And Ming's like, yeah, of course. So then we got to come out with red light cameras, and we got to hand out pizzas to the audience.
Nice.
So I got.
Was that for the chaperone?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Yeah, they did
Ninja Turtles.
They did Chaperone as the Ninja Turtles. She was
Amanda was chaperone. The rest of them were
the Ninja Turtles. Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah.
It was April O'Neil Roan.
She was April O'Neil Roan. Yeah, which again, it was
Great.
fun and like crazy. And they were like, "Well, where are the pizzas?" And we brought the pizzas and handed out. We handed out like I don't want to say 7 pizzas to the audience. Yeah, it was
Nice.
fun. Like Domino's, like Domino's pizzas. Yeah, and like I'm not. That's the thing. I'm not in a band, but I get to be a part of it because it's fun. It's fun. It's exciting, and I hope next year I get to do another. Maybe I'll do Ed Sullivan again, but I'd like to do something else. I wore that same suit on Wednesday, and people kept calling me a nerd. Are you a nerd? And they're like, nerds wear suits.
Are you a nerd from the 80s? Like, yeah, and I took over the world after the 80s.
Well, it's the same
Like
thing
all
you get with this
nerds,
jacket.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Are you a nerd, Smiley? In that jacket?
No. When this nerd, no. I get Inspector Gadget.
I would go
And,
Seinfeld all day.
Does it go long down to your knees, or
No,
or is it
no.
just a waist?
No, okay. It's it stops right above the knee, which makes it a it's a thing that Paddington Bear wears. It's
Yeah.
Like marmalade.
Marmalade sandwiches.
sandwiches.
Have you ever watched
It's
Paddington 2?
Nor Paddington 1.
I've never seen Paddington 1.
I just remember the books.
No.
Okay.
Paddington 2.
A movie.
Yep. So I had no idea. Like I knew the first one came out, didn't care. And then the second one came out, didn't care. And then the movie where Nicolas Cage plays himself and Pedro Pascal is in it.
Paddington 2?
No.
Wait, what the hell?
No.
I'm off. now.
No. There's a movie where Nicolas Cage plays himself.
Uh-huh.
He's Nicolas Cage.
Yes.
And Pedro Pascal plays like a drug lord in like Spain and hires him to be at his birthday because he loves Nicolas Cage. You don't know about this movie?
No.
And they're like, Nicolas Cage as himself. And you're like, what the fuck? So then they become friends. And like Nicolas Cage is like, what's the best movie you've seen recently? And in the movie, Pedro Pascal's like, Paddington 2. And he's like, no. That was genius. And like maybe made you feel emotions. And he's like, Paddington 2. So I go and watch Paddington 2.
After you saw the Nick Cage movie.
Yes. And it is beautiful.
Who, does Nick Cage have anything to do with it?
No.
He doesn't do a voice?
No, I don't know why. I don't know why they like that movie. And I was like, I have to go watch Paddington 2 now. So I do. And it is phenomenal. So I want to watch Paddington 3 and 1 now because they are.
Yeah, because aren't you lost without seeing the first
of all, Paddington 2, Paddington is in jail.
It's a Macintosh. Sorry.
He's in prison.
You start Paddington 2 and he's frozen in carbonite and you're like, what? I need to see the previous one.
No, I went and read the synopsis of the first one just so I knew. And it was pretty, it sounded pretty boilerplate. And so then I go watch the second one and like the whole premise is like he gets arrested for something and he gets thrown in jail. But jail is he's in prison. He's in prison, not jail.
Is it a kids movie or or a family everyone movie?
It's an everyone movie.
Okay.
And like the whole thing is Paddington is in this prison and everyone's trying to be like hardcore.
Poor little bear.
But he's Paddington and he's like super nice and he just wants to eat marmalade sandwiches.
Yeah.
And like he
Where's
ends
my
up
Macintosh?
he ends up turning everyone and it's lovely. It's fantastic and it's heartwarming and I was like, this is actually pretty fucking. They were right. This is actually pretty fucking amazing.
I'm on season 5 of the Smurfs right now.
Oh shit!
With my kids.
Oh, I was
going episode by episode. There's 10 years of Smurfs.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That's
what is that?
lot.
Nick?
Are you talking about like the original? Smurfs?
Yeah, the animated series from 80.
I didn't know there was a new one
to 89.
Oh, okay.
The original 80s series, and we're on like the 5th year.
I didn't know it went for 10 years.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's crazy. It's a lot.
That is crazy. Actually, like I saw it like on Prime the other day. It was like Thundercats, and it's like 6 seasons. I'm like, no way, that wasn't 6
seasons of Thundercats. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's not a real
Thundercats. Ho, Nick Cage movie about himself. What was? Yeah, it's called.
Is it called Being Nicolas Cage?
The unbearable weight of massive talent.
Yeah,
wow,
that it is.
And it's one of those movies where
it's brilliant,
like,
man.
It's kind of brilliant. Yeah,
is it kind of meta? It refers to him about being like
he's playing
the public image of his bad movies and shit.
Well, and then
you don't even get it. He is playing himself, playing himself in a movie.
And then like the drug lord guy is a huge fan, so they get there and he has like a Nick Cage museum, and they're like he's like yeah, those are the guns from Face Off, and those are the and it's like this whole like thing. It's kind of I'd like to watch it again. And like I love the part where they're both on acid.
Oh wow!
And then like he's all so that guy's looking at us, and he goes, quick. He's all, act like I said something funny, but he's like, make it seem organic. And he's like, okay. And he's all, and like it's fucking, it's such a good movie.
Yeah.
But when they talk about Paddington 2, I was like, I guess I have to watch this.
Or like the whole part where they're like surmounting this amazing
wall.
Yes, but they're on acid.
They're on acid. Yeah.
Jesus.
And then the other person just walks around it.
He's like, how did you get over it? He's like, I walked around the side.
I do like some acid movies.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's happened to me.
We
can't read the street sign. Let me stand on your shoulders.
Yeah. So
I still can't read it.
So I have a coworker who's like in his late 20s, early 30s, and he's like kind of enamored by like not enamored, but he likes so my other coworker and I we talk in like pop culture references, and so he's always like, well, what is that? And so we're always telling him like movies to watch and whatnot. So recently I was like, I will say like someone will say something and I'll immediately throw it and I'll be like, oh shit, dude. Or like this weekend, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. So he watched it, and I was like, "What do you think of Fear and Loathing?" And he goes, "That movie's insane."
That movie is insane,
and it is. I rewatched it.
That's one of the movies I had to stop in the middle. I was tripping when I watched it.
Oh yeah,
and my wife and I, we were dating early on, and I watched it, and like an hour into it, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish this today. Or like, I will come back to this, and I turned it off, and like 2 days later, I finished it sober. I was like, okay, yeah, it was a little unnerving.
Well, you feel like you're on drugs watching it, even though you're not on drugs,
but not like some pleasant ways. Some of his anxiety,
yeah,
coming through the screen. I was like, this is not good
someone's like, well, like so.
Was it the part like when he gets left in the lobby and everyone turns into
I think
reptiles?
so.
Yeah.
It was in the,
They're gonna tear us
right-
apart.
It was right in the middle of the movie, and like
Man.
the floor's bending and shit, which is fine. That's great. But
Yeah.
the anxiety, I was like, this is not. I think I might go for some Star Trek instead.
Well, what
Let's try
trips me
this
out is
off.
like I'm at work and like a couple people were like, "Well, what's it about?" And I was like, "Well, honestly, here's the plot.
getting
Here's the
fucked
plot.
up.
Nope, here's the plot." A magazine hires him to go to Las Vegas to cover a motorcycle sporting event. And they're like, okay. I was like, and then they do a lot of drugs. And then he tries to leave, and he gets hired again to go back and cover a narcotics. That's it. That's the plot of that movie.
Yeah.
That's legitimately the plot of that movie. But it is insane.
Mm-hmm. It's
like
about character.
Because
It's
Terry
about
Gilliam.
visuals and character.
Well, I
which
mean,
is
and,
a great
and-
combination.
and the fucking story is insane. Like the hotel rooms, like they just destroy the. Like at one point, there's like water standing on the floor. Like,
I've not seen the movie Brazil, and I want
yeah,
to.
I never have.
Oh,
the
I've
same
never,
director,
it's
right?
Terry
So-
Gilliam.
Yeah.
It's one of the Monty
And-
Python guys.
Yeah, right. And because I
It's
forgot
so-
it was Terry Gilliam
it's
until
so
you
good.
just said it, Fear and
Yeah,
Loathing.
yeah.
And the other one is Baron von.
I've seen it. Oh, I've
Munchausen.
seen it.
The
Same
Adventures
guy,
of Baron.
right?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I haven't seen
Munchausen.
either of those.
It's also a trip. It's not like drug inducing, but it's
Right.
like
surreal.
surreal. And then I think one of the last like big ones he did was the one that had
The Imaginarium of Dr. Parthashis?
Yeah.
Parnassus, or
and that was
something
what's
like
his
that.
name that died. He died during it.
Oh, that's right. Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger, yeah, and then
Forgot about that one.
like what Johnny Depp and like 2 or 3 other people like finished the film.
Don't watch that on drugs.
I did.
Already
The
looks
Imaginarium.
The
I
Imaginarium?
think I did.
Oh, man.
When I was single, I was just going through every fantasy movie I could find on the weekends. I'm like, I'll watch this one, this one, this one, this
That
one.
one's already crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't know. Yeah, it's interesting, but like
I would definitely recommend Brazil, though.
that's. A good one.
I've watched clips of
It's
it.
not
I've
too
never-
scary because I don't do scary.
It's not. I don't think it's scary. It's just weird.
No, it's terrifying.
It's futuristic, right?
It's terrifying. I watched it as a child,
it's
and
not. It's just mild.
Did you ever
It's
see
mild
Time
dose.
Bandits?
No, I watched.
Yeah, and that one I watched later as an adult, and I was like, that one's a little disturbing.
It's disturbing. Well, as kids, we watched it a lot.
I watched it a lot. It was on Showtime or whatever,
Yeah.
like all the time.
like
at
that
my
whole scene where
grandmother's.
they're in the ship and they're on the giant's head, and then they
Uh-huh.
just stab the fucking like
Oh my
thing in
God.
there, and they're like squirting like, and then probably kill him.
Yeah,
My nephew
Like
cannot watch Brazil because it's not a kids movie.
yeah.
No, there's
and
no Terry
everyone
Gilliam
around
that
them-
is.
Oh my God! Have you seen Tideland? Oh my God, that's
No.
such a
Is that
great
one of
movie.
his?
Yes.
What is
yes.
Tideland?
Tideland is a great movie about this little girl who is orphaned in the middle of nowhere, and she has all these made up stories in her head, and so she's wandering around.
And they're like live action happening.
Yes, and
Sounds terrifying. Sounds terrifying.
It is. It's.
But I love it. But I
it's-
love it.
Who is this? Such a great actor. She's grown up now. It's Jodelle Furland, and she's just. The movie is amazing,
Wow.
and also
Is this newer?
Thailand came out in like 2019.
Okay. Yeah, that's newer. I mean, it's not
It
for Terry. It's Terry
is.
Gilliam.
It could be further back, but yeah, it's Terry Gilliam.
Okay.
Thailand,
I didn't know that.
and Jodelle Furland's still like a little
I
bell
don't
on it.
like. I would like to meet him and be like, "What is going on in your fucking head, bro? Like, what's happening in there, man?" Him and Hunter S. Thompson was just whacked out on his brain on
Well,
drugs.
you got to think like his entire like part in Monty Python was doing like the outlandish
Yeah.
visual
Oh yeah.
like segues. So that's what was going on. He was just doing it with paper at the time.
Right.
Yeah. Oh
right.
yeah. Like him.
Low
like
tech,
like
low
like
tech.
like
Low
there's
tech.
like he's like he was like the earlier version of like Tim Burton. Like Tim Burton, you're also like, what's happening in your brain, bro?
Surreal.
Like, what's going on in there, man? Are you all right? You know? No? All right. Thank you. You know? Thank you for all the art. Because it's amazing art. But, like, I feel like not enough of those people have platforms anymore where they can bring that kind of stuff. Like,
Everything's getting watered down.
Yeah.
Homogenized.
because I remember as a kid, like, Pee-wee's Big Adventure,
Right.
right? It came out. And like I was a big fan of Pee Wee because of like watching he did a thing on HBO
Like the HBO specials.
yeah,
Mhm.
and then I remember watching the movie and I was like just blown away by it, right? And then like later on, because we didn't know who Tim Burton was, and then Beetlejuice came out, and like if you think about in the context of like movies and stuff, those movies are fucking out there, like Pee Wee's Big Adventure was out there, but it's so big in like our world.
For sure.
Like there's nothing that is out there. Like go watch it. Like take a step back and rewatch it.
Pee-wee's Big Top Adventure doesn't hold a candle to it.
No, fuck no.
The first one, yeah.
Yeah, no. And the first one is so fucking. It's about a kid that's like trying to find his fucking bike. But like it is so whacked out and crazy, like
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but you're like, what the fuck? And like another movie that's like that is like UHF. Have you ever watched UHF? Dude,
Just a
UHF
couple years ago, yeah.
Supplies.
Hi. UHF, like I saw it in the theater because I was such a Weird Al fan,
Wow.
and
That's what when you saw Rats the other month, a couple months ago, you were like a Weird Al fan.
I
already?
was
Yeah,
so
that's
stoked
great.
about it. And I was like, I'm so glad somebody's doing Weird Al. But this, and I even said on the show, I was like, this had better be done right. And I show up and
Just
I see like 8 different Weird Als, and I was
Right.
like, right away, I was like, oh, fuck yeah. And then they started with Eat It, and I was like, yes. And then they did like 2 like deep cuts, and I was like, what's happening here? I was like, wait a minute. There's only so much time. There's so many hits. How in the fuck? And then they go into the 4th song, and the 4th song is like 15 minutes long, and it's like a medley of every Weird Al hit.
Holy shit.
And it was like bang, 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 bang. And I was like,
That's fucking crazy.
and I was like, that was how that needed to be done. Because there's too many things to choose from. There's too many songs to choose
we were
from.
just having a discussion at band practice yesterday about how medleys are terrible in a live show, but there are exceptions.
Not when you do that. You know what? One of the coolest ones I ever saw was on MTV. MTV did the movie awards, and I was really getting into the Ramones a lot. I was in college, and they brought this was really cool. They brought the Ramones in for the best song of a movie, and the Ramones did one like short Ramones like a minute and 23-second song, and it was every song of they had like 5 movies that were like up for best song, and they just did a medley of all of them. Like
The Ramones did the
bang!
medley of all these songs they didn't originally do.
Nope. And I was like, well, this is kind of dope.
That's awesome.
And it was like all these like big songs, and they were just like fucking going in it, but they did it as the Ramones.
Can you feel the tears tonight?
Yeah.
Can you feel the love? And that's the song.
Yeah.
Elton John.
Yep. And then they would go right into the next one, but it would but the tone never changed.
Yeah.
It was like badass.
Just the same.
I was like, that's fucking genius. That was kind of smart. I'll probably let's see if I can find it. Like it was MTV Movie Awards. Did you see that MTV is no longer?
Just as of like 2 days ago, huh?
It's done.
Yeah.
It's gone. And I saw this really cool post. I'm sure it's AI, and it was like Beavis and Butthead and Daria and all these people at the funeral. And I was like, man.
I just saw a YouTube video today that the Iron Maiden album I was listening to in the bathtub ended, and it auto-played this guy talking about how when they got rid of Headbangers Ball in January of 95, that was kind of like it. And they burned a whole like audience that they had that had this Saturday night thing.
Yeah.
Because they were just trying to push alternative, and
Yep.
then they replaced it with something that alternative people didn't like, metal people didn't like, nobody liked their...
Well, there was Headbangers Ball, and then there was 120 minutes.
Right.
120 minutes was like the...
Was that like on Friday night, 20 minutes? And
God,
Headbangers was Saturday night.
No,
it got up to like 3 hours at one point.
I want to say... Well, at one point, Headbangers Ball was Friday nights.
Okay.
Because I remember when Dr. Feelgood was coming out, and they were debuting at a Headbangers Ball.
Right.
So I stayed at my friend Joe Wooten's house, so we could stay up and we could watch Dr. Feelgood, because we were like into Molly Crew, and like we were like...
1991 or so. Yeah.
No, this was like 80-something.
Oh, that was the late 80s album, yeah.
And Ricky Rackman, Headbangers Ball. Right. And then Rat Penfield, 120 minutes. was the 90s. That was, because Headbangers Ball died. Yeah. Like, yeah, very weird.
I met the guys from Pantera when I was 15 in Arlington, Texas. I was at a house party with other 15-year-olds.
At a house party?
In Arlington, and this guy was like, hey, Pantera lives like the block over. Let's
go
over. Because they're from Arlington, Texas, which is right between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Yeah.
So we walk down just like a couple blocks, and they are outside loading a giant, enormous like tour van, like a semi.
Yeah.
And they're loading it up, and they're like, hey, guys, what's going on? We're like, hey, we're like 15-year-olds. I didn't even know who they were. And they're like, hey, our video is premiering tomorrow night on Headbangers Ball, Cemetery Gates. Check it out.
Wow.
We're leaving tomorrow. I think they said.
Was that when they were like...
they were not really known yet.
No, not only that, but were they still hair metal?
Not quite.
Because if you know Pantera and you don't know they were hair metal, then you don't know Pantera.
This was right after they changed that because this album had not launched yet, apparently. Yeah. And they said, we're going tomorrow to start a tour with, they said like maybe Judas Priest or Motorhead. It was like some kind of British a band I did know. And then I was like, oh, cool. And then the next night, I turned on that and Cemetery Gates came on. I was like, that's weird. I just saw these guys last night.
Yeah.
Like
those guys.
A few blocks away.
If you ever get like bored or whatever, like biography, like E did like those biography ones. They did one on MTV, and it's actually really cool. And now I'm really hoping like now that someone's gonna do like a Full Throttle one, but like
they did a biography on MTV, the whole channel.
Yeah, and like the
kind of came from Mike Nesmith, one of the Monkees.
Boom,
connecting it.
No,
all
it's in there. But like the thing that really blew me away, and like I had one of those moments where I was like, motherfucker, like when in the first 5 years they only had like 188 music videos.
Yeah, because people weren't geared.
No one made
towards them,
and they were like they would hit up the record labels and they're like, if you guys make a music video, we will play it for free. And the record labels in the United States were like, no.
And the British
and took
advantage.
Yeah, the American companies were like,
well, guess what? We're subsidized by our government,
and that's why I grew up with all these. The second
British invasion,
right?
Because of MTV. So like because the American like record labels were like, we're spending all our money on payola for the
we're
radio
sticking
station.
with radio.
we're in there. They literally say payola. Like they're paying radio stations to play their music,
right.
So for people who think that algorithms are like a new thing, well, back in the day it was just hard cold cash. But like,
play this album.
So the British were like, oh, if we make music videos and we send them to you. So then like when I was a kid, like every band that was popular was like fucking
seriously almost every band
British. It was like Flock of Seagulls, Wham, fucking Culture Club,
Depeche Mode,
Duran Duran, and it was the weirdest shit. You're like, why are all bands like? And then
they're visual and they know where this channel's like. We will take basically almost anything.
So wait a minute,
looks good.
You're gonna put us on TV and all we gotta do is
there's a whole new style involved because and like I'd never seen what anyone looked or dressed like in another country until that point. Like really, I hadn't. Like not the cool people.
And that blew me away. I was like, oh fuck, that all makes sense now. How dumb were like and then of course they all had to like catch up. Yeah, and then there was the whole David Bowie thing where he came on MTV and he like called him out for racism. Did you ever see that? You didn't watch that? Like
he called MTV. Because they hadn't. That's right, because they weren't playing any black artists.
No.
And he called them out on their own channel.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And they show it, and he's like, literally, he's like, well, why aren't there any like they're interviewing him, and he's like, I have a question for you. Why aren't there any black artists on this? And
just a few years earlier, he was being accused of being like a white supremacist.
Really?
Because he recorded a bunch of albums in Eastern Germany. He had like thrown a couple salutes. Like,
really?
That's right. I forgot about that.
And he was like, I was just being an ass and just
being controversial.
And just being controversial. But then like he was the real deal. Because
Rick James, because they were.
he married a black woman.
Yeah.
Right after the thing you're talking about.
Amon, right? Yeah. Because like Rick James was like, I don't want to be on MTV because you don't support black artists.
Right.
And so then David Bowie, they interviewed David Bowie, and he called it out and shined light on that. And I think that's when they were like, then they were like, oh fuck, and then they brought in like Michael Jackson and
Prince,
Lionel Richie and Prince,
Dancing on the Ceiling.
Fuck yeah, dude! I remember that was massive.
Whitney
like,
Houston got really big. In
like
Oh my
yes,
God, yeah.
like you would watch the Dancing on the Ceiling video, and then they would do then like every hour they would show the making of it, like how they made it, because like the room rotated.
Turning,
yeah, that was a big deal. And then, hello, is it you I'm looking for? Yeah, that was like massive.
so big that Adele ripped it off
Oh, that's right.
20 years later.
But yeah, rest in peace, MTV, man. That's nuts.
Oh no.
And and then like social media, anytime anybody brings it up, they're like, MTV died when they stopped playing music videos, which is not true at all. Because if they would have been able to make money still playing music videos, they still would have. Like that's a truth. That's a fact. But yeah, but people are still like, that's when they died. Like, and I get it. Artistically, sure. But MTV started the reality TV.
Yeah.
They were the first ones.
Unfortunately.
They started it, though. They were like the real world.
I mean, the
real world.
The transportation secretary of the U.S. right now in the presidential cabinet started on the Real World.
That's right.
There you go. Making dreams happen.
That tells you everything.
Wow. Making dreams
Secretary
happen.
of Transportation.
All right. Wow.
He's the one that told people to dress up recently
Are
when
you
they
sure
go
it
to the
was
airport.
Real World or
Dress up, wear a suit when you go to the airport and wait around for your canceled flight.
Yeah.
Wait, was it Real World or
Nerd.
Road Trip?
It was Real World. It was like season 2.
It was Road World.
No, I think maybe it was Road Trip. But he's married to this is how dumb this is. He's married to a woman who's from season 2 of Real World, and he was on Road Rules, which is a show I never even watched. But I
Wait a minute.
But I remember.
They don't know anything about the Real World Road Rules Challenge where they were like separate?
But I remember his wife from the Real World because she was like an attractive young woman, and I was like 17 watching it.
I can't be a hypocrite because I used to watch every goddamn one of those
Oh,
shows.
I know. I'm pointing at you right now.
I love every bit of
I
that
watched
shit.
the first couple years of the Real World because it was new, and
I watched
I
watched every episode of the challenge up until the last 2 years because I didn't have MTV. And now that MTV's dead, I'm hoping they put it on Paramount so I can watch it again because I love the challenge.
No, I missed those last two. Damn it.
I'm 4.5 seasons into Quantum Leap, which only has 5 seasons. I'm halfway through the 5th season, and then they pull it off every platform, and now I can't have Quantum Leap blue balls because me and my wife can't finish the last like 6 episodes without buying them.
Wait a minute. Is the next leap going to be the leap home?
Or never.
Son of a bitch.
He just leaps into like Captain
The last
Archer and he's on
season
Star
gets a
Trek.
little
Of
weird
course
and
it does, but we
crazy.
still have to finish it.
Well, the last leap.
Well, that's
I've already seen it, but
That's
my
what
wife,
DVDs
my
well,
wife-
and
DVDs
the
are
last
for.
episode is sad.
probably I'm sure it is.
You don't remember how it ended?
No, I don't want to remember
Don't?
because I want to see it.
and don't
I've
spoil it for
seen
anyone else.
I saw it in the years past. I used to tape that show like a huge
The last,
nerd.
will the next leap be the last leap home, or be
The
the leap?
leap, and her voice in the voiceover, she goes, "The next leap will be the leap home."
And it's funny because like that voice from that is like what the robotic voice everybody uses now for like the TikTok videos. They're like,
Whoa.
Will the next leap be the leap home? I hate that shit, man. It's like, oh god.
I hate most of the words you just said there. TikTok, AI, most of those words I don't like.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be a TikToker.
I gotta go poop now.
I have it, but I don't even want to. I don't know. Like people will be like, I sent you a thing on there. I'll go look at my inbox on TikTok, and there's like 14 like things people send me. I have a video with like 10,000 views, and I didn't even know it till like 2 days ago. I was like, oh, and I posted it like a year and a half ago.
Damn.
I don't ever look on. I don't care about it. It's I don't see the art in it, but I get it. I get it, but I don't know.
I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
I don't. It's almost like I don't need Instagram to move faster.
I don't.
And do some good. That's what TikTok is.
Nor do I,
Moves goes faster.
But that's fine.
I don't know if I can handle that.
Yeah.
I'm already scrolling as fast as I can.
But let's get out of here, man. I've had enough of y'all. I've had enough of y'all and your fucking TikTokins. So you got your zine coming out,
And Leonard Apodaca Memorial Show at Launchpad.
22nd,
23rd Friday.
23rd,
It's
Friday.
a Friday. It's a Friday.
Friday. Who's on that besides you?
Us, Strange, Magic.
Oh, that's cool. That's Leonard's band. Or that's Roger's band.
It was. Are you playing that band? Maybe. I don't know.
No.
Javier plays in that band.
Javier. Sorry, never mind. You're right. That's
Yeah.
Javier's band. Black
And,
Tie.
and
Black
maybe
Tie's
maybe
Roger's
Lost Summer and maybe
Okay.
another band.
Lost Summer's,
maybe Rebuilt. A whole bunch of bands.
band. Yeah,
bands were
Lost Summer
mentioned
is
here.
Billy's punk band.
Correct. Yeah, Bill. I like him.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'll be there. Of course, Felice's show's coming up soon too.
That's the 10th.
That's the 10th.
Is that the
Yeah.
10th?
Yeah,
That's
Friday the 10th.
Okay. That's yeah.
And
All right.
then go see the Rats in the Rosebush. I feel like it's on the 15th.
Okay.
I don't know if that's.
I'll try to
week-
ma-
I
I'll
thought
try
it
to
was a
make that one,
weekend.
yeah.
Yeah. I feel like it's at Juneau.
Yeah. What kind of music are they? Because I mean, like they did
Honestly,
Rodale.
I've never seen them.
But see, I want to see. See, here's the thing. I don't even know anything about them.
I don't
But
either.
I saw
And
them that day, and I was like,
I'm in a
what the
band with the
fuck?
guy, but I've only had like the last couple of years. I only had time off to see my own band. Then he would be like, "Yeah, my other band's playing," and be like, "Shit, I can't get off both." So
Okay.
now I got a zine, so I have to do it.
Yeah. You have to. You have to.
Nice. Is that how you describe that to your wife and children?
Sorry.
That's how I type
Your
it
kids.
out.
Your kids like, Daddy, I love you. You're like, shh, shh.
There's a show.
Daddy's got art to do.
Local music.
You're all, I don't care about your school. I don't care about your life, child.
You're talking about ballet. I'm talking about art.
Talking about fucking some
Oh, I
local
guess-
bands.
I guess ballet was art.
Yeah, sorry, art. Yeah, ballet is how I got into art.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right. We're going to get out of here. Check out Little Bobby's zine, PAQ Ta. And come out Albuquerque Comic Con or just watch it online because I'll be fucking in your house, on your phone, on your iPads, whatever you guys watch shit on. I'll be live streaming in. They were like, who wants to be a live streaming host for this? I was like, oh, fuck. I mean, of course I will. I mean, Jesus. Who doesn't do that?
Everybody else took a step back, and you were left.
Well, we'll see. They did do this thing. They did do this thing where they're like, we're going to try to get as many hosts as we can, so we're going to have to limit you for right now. And I laughed. I was like, yeah, we'll see how that works.
You won't.
We'll see how that goes. And they're like, so 2 hours on Friday, 2 hours on Saturday, 2 hours on Sunday. I was like,
Are you kidding me?
and I laughed and I went, all right, but if you need me more, I'm already planning to do more. And the guy goes, well, yeah, that might. I was like, I know. I know how it goes. I know how shit works. So we'll see. But and then I'm also probably going to do panels there. So yeah. So come out for Albuquerque Comic Con, dude. It's massive this year. You gonna go watch?
So
you gonna
huge.
go see the Happy Days people?
I don't know. The Happy Days
The
people were
Fonz?
coming. The Fonz.
Fonzie,
Whoa.
Ralph Mouth, and Potsy.
Wow.
Come on, dude. Like honestly,
Morgan Fairchild's gonna be there.
Whoa.
dude. Who else?
She's a
Like,
babe.
there's a lot of like '80s. Like Jimmy Walker's gonna be there.
Wow. Dynamite.
Todd Bridges is gonna be there.
Wow.
But there's a lot of people that are. Dolph Lundgren's gonna be there.
That's huge.
If he does, he
He dies. I'm gonna have him punch Smiley in the chest. See if Smiley has to go to the hospital. Hey, Sylvester Stallone survived it.
My sternum.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I've fallen three stories before.
Yeah, you can make it.
I can probably go to the hospital.
I have
for my-
faith. I have faith you can take a Dolph Lundgren punch to the chest.
Well, I don't know. Sylvester Stallone didn't. So.
Yeah. So Smiley, are you seeing what's happening in El Paso? I want to.
I have not yet. I have not yet.
So they've been announcing some. So Smiley and I do all of El Paso. Like we're the people who do the panels there. And they have Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes.
I saw that one.
Right. Then they announced Samoa Joe from AEW, which I'm like, what the fuck? Like I'm blown away. But then they announced fucking Cheech and Chong.
Oh, Cheech and Chong. That's
Yeah.
right.
And I'm like, my God. And then Dante Bosco from he's Rufio and Hook and Prince Zuko and Avatar, if you're of that persuasion. But
Come on, man. This is okay. Go on.
they're loading it up, man. They're still announcing guests, and I'm just like, wow.
No, it's looking good.
It's looking crazy. Like I literally like walked into my kitchen and told my mom, I was like, I'm gonna be on stage with Cheech and Chong. Like that threw me. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're legends before I was even born.
Yeah, dude, they were legends while I was a kid. Like I remember watching like the movies with my dad. And I was like, he's like, I wrote a song while you were talking, and he's all Beaner. You remember? Have you seen that scene? He's all, I don't know. I like just and like every once in a while, I'll rewatch those films. I recently saw the documentary about them, and it's kind of sad. Like there's some they're like business partners.
Right.
They're not friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's very weird, but so yeah, I'm gonna be on stage. We're gonna be interacting with Cheech and Chong,
I know.
Kevin Smith.
They're in
Jason
their
Mewes.
80s, I believe.
They're up there,
Yeah,
but legends nonetheless.
that's right.
You talk about like, see, that's the thing. Like, who out there, like is doing things that like not only no one has ever done before, but people are like, I don't know what this is, but it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
And those were those things. And like, I don't see stuff like that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just like cultivated,
Formulaic.
formulaic,
Homogenized.
homogenized. So yeah,
Pasteurized, sterilized, psychoanalyzed.
there you go. Little Bobby Tucker, everybody, the band Shoulder Voices, go check them out on
Friday the 23rd.
Well, just Google them and like listen to music if you don't live here, because we have
Do it.
we have a big audience in Hong Kong and
Do
Brazil
it.
right now. Right now, like our biggest audience apparently is in Hong Kong.
Wow.
So apparently, people in Hong Kong are
Learning English from us.
I think they
I'm
speak English in
assuming.
Hong Kong because that's
That's right. It was a UK protectorate
yeah.
before.
I'm pretty sure, but Brazil, I don't know.
Look up Shoulder Voices.
Yeah.
We're named after a roller skate skinny album, and
Okay.
they only have 2 albums, and
Wow.
then you'll find us after that.
You got way more than that.
They're an
So, yeah.
Irish. They're an Irish band from
check
the
'em out.
90s.
We're gonna take off. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Little Bobby, for being here. Thank you, Smiley. With that,
we are 10 drink minimum.